this on Instagram before. Okay, I think it's working now. Okay, let's see. Let's wait. Haven't done Q&As in a while. There are a few updates which are going to the good direction. And if all those logistics and license and the contract get sorted first, then I will be able to fully focus on the fight and the preparation. Hi.
What's up, DJ Adrian?
Hello. Akatsuki, hi. I hope exam went well. Xin chào. Hello. So yeah, well, today it's a Q&A. Good opportunity to just engage, have a conversation, ask me questions regarding my professional boxing debut, or my art, or whatever, for the channel. Hi, Davey. Good to see you. Hope I scored good. Yeah, I hope so as well. So yeah, today I've been running some errands pretty much, and tomorrow I have a training with the team, the team that I'm training for together with for the preparation. Specifically, like on those groups, when we have like group training, we will do pretty much everything: pair work, pad, some mitts, some polishing, pretty much, and also conditioning at the same time. Like yesterday, that's kind of training we had, and 2 times a week on top of it, I have separate endurance sessions. I want to introduce some strengths, and I tried to talk to AI, but that's the thing, AI was stupid about it. I don't know what's going on with Grok and Gemini and all of those AIs, but yeah, Chris is gonna help me with that. He's very good at
You don't need
strengths.
AI for the strength part. So
Yeah, no, not
might
that.
work
It
out.
was just I just wanted to schedule it more, like just to have a good schedule and system. But yeah, sometimes that thing doesn't work. But yeah, we will add some strengths because it's a little bit more than a month before the fight. It shouldn't be too heavy on the gym, but doing correct strength session once or twice a week, ingrained in the program properly, is actually a good idea. How is your boxing going so far? I mean, it's in an actual fight. I signed the contract today, and yeah, just preparing everything. Well, in the process of working out the license, sent part of my medical checkups to the federation, and part of them I need to translate and send them. But it seems to be all going well, and the most important thing is my health is doing well. I'm literally clean on everything. My starting of my regular blood work.
They even found the brain?
They even found the brain. It looks a bit smooth, but anyways, like jokes aside, yeah, no CT, no abnormalities. And even my eyes, I have narrow sightedness, like I have minus in my eyes. But when I wear contacts, it's all good. And my retina, my eye pressure, everything is good. Everything is healthy, and I'm cleared from the doctor to box. That was the only tricky part I was a little bit worried about. But today I sent those checkups to the representative of Federation, and she was kind of like, "Oh, okay, so you have narrow-sightedness, but it shouldn't be a problem." That's what she said. Probably also seeing that I was completely cleared and everything was going well. So yeah, okay, let me say hi to chat. And here we have Peter here. Good morning, your dolls. Plural. Yes, we're your dolls. We're
Hey,
both
what's
here.
up, Peter?
And
Morning.
Michael, hi. How's the business? Good morning, Dan and Chris. I'm glad that you showed up. I was actually thinking today about you. Just wanted to send a message and check in. But Chris knows I was running on the errands in the hot Vietnamese weather
These
since
days
morning.
now we're so busy, it's not even funny.
Yeah,
It's
like okay,
it's-
it's professional debut and all the logistics around it, like medical checkups and all those kind of things. Then a lot of training, actually a lot of training, because now when it's like a camp training, now I'm gonna do some of the days couple trainings a day. So and proper recovery. So yeah. Anyways, I'm glad to see you here. You got this. You're the best. Thank you, Mike. I hope you're doing well. Let's have a chat later. I want to hear more. How are you doing? How much do you work out per day? Well, as I said, now that it's getting close to the camp, which pretty much is camp month, I'll do everyday training except the Sunday. Sunday is full recovery day. Some sessions will be harder, some sessions will be lighter. It's not like I will train 3 hours nonstop or like spend all day in the gym. Not exactly that way. I need enough power, muscular and cardiovascular endurance for 4 rounds of 2 minutes. It's technically 8 minutes. So a lot of my training is tailored for that. For example, some of the endurance cycle that I do separately, which is okay, I'll interrupt my ranting. But Peter, thanks for super chat. And dumb question: will you wear helmets during your match? I'm sorry, I have seen this, but I don't know if no, it's not the dumb question. In amateurs, they took away men's helmets. I think about 22 years old, but women are wearing helmets still in amateur boxing. However, in professional boxing, no one is wearing the helmets. So no helmets, and to be honest, I'm happy about it. Not really a fan. So yeah, okay, let me just go through the questions quickly. I was just saying, anyways, my trainings are tailored
Davey also
for.
asked that head protection.
Okay, so I responded to a few questions pretty much here. And trainings, yes, they're tailored to that specific 8 minutes with a 2 minutes round, 1 minute rest in between, and some of my cardio training or back work is just tailored to it. Obviously, I'm increasing it, but for this specific fight, I don't need to train for 10, 12 rounds, right? Or 10 rounds as the women's like championship rounds. I need to be optimal for 5, 6 rounds to be conditioned for that. So therefore I can do 4 rounds properly and yeah, just keep growing gradually. Oh, thank you. You all are busier than me. It is what it is.
Okay, so well, I'm gonna help you a little bit, and I'm gonna ask some of the questions.
Yeah,
Hold on,
Chris
let
gonna help me.
just get up to the chat.
Are you going to
Yeah.
sing? Oh, I have a guitar. Maybe I'll sing a little bit later.
So how much do you work out per day?
I work out per day. As I said, it depends. Uh, it's tailored to be able to hold those 8-10 minutes. So sometimes I would go and I have that separate cardio session. Sometimes I combine it with strength. So maybe that's what we do. So in average, it's hour. In average, but some sessions are maybe 20, 30 minutes. Some can be longer, but the longer ones are usually the ones whether it's just the longer cardios, like zone 2 cardios, or technique work. You know, when you just stand in front of mirror and do a little bit of heavy back, pacing, technique, polishing certain imperfections, that takes longer too. So that's the average timeline.
We also, like from a strength perspective and recovery perspective and all that kind of stuff, we also do lots of measuring of looking at how well the sleep is, and like so everything starts the day before you train. If you get it in,
Yes.
if you get in bed at the right time and you wake up right and you eat right and you have all that sequence of actions that lead into, then you can have a harder, bigger training. And it's very much to do, a lot to do with creating, um, not just being able to train hard
Hi,
once,
Joe.
but being able to train hard every day.
It's the balance
it's
between recovery and commit like impact. So those things are very important too. Yeah, there is a generic plan, but if something doesn't go according to plan, it's like needs to be adjusted accordingly. And there was another question: do you have to cut weight? Yes, I'm cutting weight, but they gave me a choice between few weight classes. And basically, despite me wanting to go all the way down to, I think it's a minimal weight, like, or straw weight, which is 49 kgs, and there's like 50, and there's 52 is the super flyweight. So I picked super flyweight because this first fight, I don't want to do aggressive cuts. Right now, I'm doing like moderate deficit with high protein, good, like checking, having all nutrition in check. And yeah, it's going to be possible to do water cut if needed. Further down the line, I think, yeah, it's a good thing to gain more muscle mass, become more powerful, stronger and powerful for the weight class.
We're also going, I'm coaching you on this kind of stuff. We're going to do much heavier water manipulation further down the line, but this is her first fight.
Yeah.
She's fighting someone we know who she is. We know that she's also not, she's in that weight class anyway.
Yeah,
So
she's
it's
not like someone who's cutting from higher weight class. She's actually, I think she's can't walk around 51 or 52 kgs. So I'm the one, wouldn't say weight bully, but I'm the one who is.
You're coming down to
Yeah.
her weight class essentially.
Yeah.
Um,
Dark Guardian, I'm glad you get to box and your health is good. Thank you very much. Just stopping by, but you have a really cute nose. Hope everything has a great day. Thank you. It's already, I have some, it's a little bit shifted since my old years of amateur boxing. It's thanks to my very close friend, Anna. she's an active boxer. I'm a vegan. What can be good protein sources? Oh, veganism is a little bit difficult. I was vegetarian / pescatarian for 6 years of my life, and I was actually during my amateur boxing period. And let me tell you that way, you need the animal source protein and bioavailable protein. Other than that, if you don't do it, then you need to be very strict on getting that protein, and even that is not good enough usually. So it's so much harder.
The problem is also is like B12 supplementation. If you're vegan or vegetarian, you have to supplement with B12.
If you choose to be vegan, that's the best case you can do to get the supplement.
So what I would give you as a piece of advice, because I'm her coach on this kind of stuff, download an app where you can log your food and basically put all the food you eat into the thing, and then it gives you, okay, what are your macros, what are your micros, so your vitamins, your nutrients, your protein, carbohydrates, fat, all that kind of stuff. Once you have that, then you can take that, give it to your coach or put it into AI or ask us, and then you can start to modify it. So like, in my personal experience, I found that vegetarians and vegans, they can hit their macro needs, but almost always they need some sort of supplementation, and it's a lot of work.
You need a separate system, and that system is harder than just simply eating animal source protein. Okay, I'll just keep going on the chat. Try to go it shorter. I hope you win. Thank you. I can. What did you choose? A walkout song yet? At this point, I'm not gonna have a walkout song, but I'm already thinking about it for further down the line. AC/DC, Stormy Mayday, or Enter Sandman, and Enter Sandman is the one I sing quite well myself. So, like, those two are the ones that I have in my mind. don't want to see you get hurt. Well, I'm gonna do my best not to get hurt. That's the point of boxing. Just gonna tell you straight away, I'm not a brawler. It's not like I cannot brawl, or I'm not trained to brawl. It just, to me, brawling is not a boxing. And as a boxer, that's the kind of the point. You need to learn how to manipulate and get the control over in the situation. So I hope I will be able to show that exact boxing match and debut that I really want to do. Pardon? What do you think about Fabio versus Dubois fight? Gotta be honest, I was sitting on the UFC event.
Let me just say one thing. This is not pre-recorded, you moron. So.
Okay, well, don't piss off Chris, because he's gonna just kick you out or time you out in the first time. But yeah, Dubois, I saw the highlights. I saw that Dubois won, and well, Dubois is in such a tricky place. Like the only person he lost, no, not the only. There was I forgot the guy he lost before, and kind of with a similar reason. I watched that fight. And Usyk, right? Usyk was that someone he lost in the top against. And other than that, the guy has the power. He has use. He has. I think he has a good boxing too. It's just. Yeah, it's just, well, I have not watched the fight. I just watched some highlights, so I need to watch the fight to really give my opinion. I really try to follow up on entire both MMA and boxing events this May, because then we have now the Netflix thing, and then we have Usyk's fight and Bivol fight, and they're like in fight now. This Saturday's fight night. So yeah, I'm trying not to miss, and yet don't manage very well. Thanks for answering. Okay, exercise, weight training, then footwork. Kind of do all of it. Indonesia, hi. How are you, Dan? I'm doing well. Thank you, Blue Warrior. Good luck. Thank you very much. Okay. Which martial arts do you like? Pretty much I respect all martial arts. I can watch all martial arts. Currently just more focused on mixed martial arts and boxing. Boxing is not even, you cannot call it martial art specifically. It's more like a combat sport. It's because its origins is a little bit like back in the Olympics, you had not bare knuckle, but you had in Georgian it's even called mushtikrivi. There were fist fights. Yeah, that's the fist fights, and then obviously the modern boxing history starts from like late 1900s, and then like the sailors would do those. Obviously, it was unsanctioned, but then it just started becoming a thing. And so yeah, boxing, MMA. I can watch BJJ. I like to watch Muay Thai sometimes, but not really. Not following as much as I do right now on UFC and major boxing events. Okay, yeah, someone was acting inappropriately and they're gone, so I think that's fine now. Someone's saying something in Vietnamese, and usually the thing translates, but I cannot read that. Yeah, that's Vietnamese.
Yeah. Pre-recorded? No, we're not pre-recorded, Rabbit.
Nope, not pre-recorded. Just like wrestling is not considered MMA, or is it? Well, it's part of it. Hello. Okay, I'm up in the chat finally. Sometimes it gets difficult when a lot of people asking questions or talking, and it's just you want to give a more like a longer answer, to the thing, but then the chat runs too far. But yeah, everything so far seems to be good. Not a big problems, or not a single problem. I think everything is good. Yeah. Thank you for your live stream. Well, you're welcome. Yeah, feel free to ask questions. There were some good questions in chat already. Oh yeah, well, Chris says, how was the hike Sunday, Peter? That's a good question. I actually forgot about that one. Good evening. Is it getting a little bit hot here? You were from the training and you were like, yeah, it was a little bit cold, but there's a lot of good fights coming up. Well, yeah, and as I said, I will watch Fabio and Dubois the record. I'll find it somewhere.
The Van versus
Tyra. That's
Yeah.
Tyra. Oh, that's from the UFC 328.
I would say that was one of my favorite fights in a very, very long time.
Yeah,
Those fights
you
were
can compare it
evil.
one of the whole, like it should be like a Hall of Fame fights or something,
Yeah,
like
no, it's
further. And
very
it's very interesting to see now, like new generation. Tyra has a championship potential. Van showing that he's not the second youngest champion in the UFC history for nothing. And then you have Alessandro Pantoja, who wasn't defeated technically. He just got injured. So it's going to be interesting to look at that triangle in the flyweight division. So flyweight division is getting very interesting. That's what I think. My, we're photogenic. I'm not so sure about that. Like, I always hated pictures. Whenever, like, I even have, like, my left side is always just better, looks better on the photos than my right side. Maybe that's just me. Is your husband? He. You.
Me.
Yeah, he's my husband.
Where did you get your ginger gene from?
I didn't get it from anywhere.
You got it from a bottle.
I got it from my friend and hairdresser Chanel. Like her name says, like she's born to be a hair stylist and a good one.
No, baby, that's a stripper name.
Well, it can be like it's basically. Someone says, do in Russian. I don't understand. I'm sorry, but I don't. I speak Russian, but my content is in English. So not a natural redhead. No, just pulling it off quite well. The boss, or aka the boss friend. Also, the PEEP shelter yielded no results, no wildlife in the area except a couple of the common birds. Is it the report on the hiking, or on the Sunday hike? Oh, I see. No, I'm asking Peter. Chris, it didn't happen. Downpour and very cold and foggy in the area. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, that must have been a bummer.
No, not a natural redhead.
Okay. All right. Oh, you see it? Okay. No, I saw it. It just I scrolled it up and it was there. I didn't say boyfriend. I said boss friend. that joke came from. So Chris is like basically he manages everything. He's very good at managing finances, like make big decisions, and I'm as the good conservative woman who boxes and paints and does all her stuff. But yeah, I mean, he's someone I trust. He's like a captain of our little family, and we just made that joke that is like, yeah, just he's a bus friend. That was when we were like, when he was boyfriend, is like boss friend. That's the times where the joke is coming in.
Yes, Joe, we were just talking about it earlier that Vasily is coming back out of retirement.
Yes.
And I had a very strong feeling he was going to come out of retirement. Like he was so dominant,
He just needed
so
reset,
well
yeah.
for so long.
Yeah, his last fights were just generally not the, like, it was just not the best for him. But yeah, he's to me he's one of the most favorite boxers. He also inspired, like his style specifically inspired my boxing. Like I like Tyson's style too, one of my favorite boxers too. But Peekaboo style, except the certain elements that I use, like I'm not just not for everyone, right? And they're like also you have some like a good distant like Mayweather, and you have like I don't know, Tommy Hearns, you know, good like a long reach boxers, and you might love boxers, but their style might not be for you as for a boxer. But like Lomachenko's style, footwork, the way he manipulates the whole thing, I really got inspired in my training by watching him and taking a lot of elements of what he does and just trying to do those things too.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question here, like and then like paste it together because it's
Yeah.
Are you a boxing enthusiast? And there's another question, it's like, do you fight for a living? So you can answer those two things together.
I mean, I'm a boxing enthusiast in the sense of like loving boxing and training and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. And boxing for a living? No. I'm gonna do my professional debut, so I'm gonna get paid for it. It's not a big sum for now, but professional bouts, you get paid something. We are quite settled and we're fine with our finances. Most of our finances coming remotely. YouTube is part of my income as well. And yeah, we are not, I started doing it not because of money at this point. When it's a bigger opportunities to like, when I managed to build up to the level where it's about, a lot of things is about money and it's actually high reward, high risk and high reward, that's another story. But right now it's because I'm an enthusiast and because I want to show the journey of my professional boxing.
Yeah, so 21st of June is her official professional boxing debut, and that's gonna be
here in Saigon in Vietnam.
In Saigon, Vietnam.
Oh, really? USA, love your goat. Love you. Yeah, for a second I was like, which goat? And then the Merlin goat. I will upload as a post when it's like there's a couple details added, needs to be added, some lizard, and it's pretty much done. So I'll upload the picture of that painting as the post on YouTube.
Is it okay if I answer questions, or would you rather answer them yourself? Peter asks.
I think the things that you know quite well, you can just go ahead. It's fine. Like, you know, where I'm from, what's my name, and stuff like yeah, just feel free.
Have you beat up a dude before? Yes, she beats me daily. Send help.
No, that's not true.
Have you seen this?
Yeah.
This is the
Okay, just give me your hand. Just give me your hand. Look at this, like, jail-looking tattoos. Yeah, it's very beatable hand. Becky Lynch, finally. Becky Lynch reference.
Yeah, it's been a while since we had Becky.
Every now and then people
references.
mention that, but yeah. At some point, it was wild. It was like only Becky Lynch.
But you did beat up a guy in school, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
But that was when you were a kid, right? I was like
Oh, we were teenagers.
teenager. Okay.
It was before I did boxing or anything, but it just I had the good right cross, so I just throw that cross. But before you ask why, he tried to harass me out of nowhere. Like there was kind of one guy I would stay away from, and somehow after that, he kind of had the respect towards me. Never ever like he always been too respectful after that. It's interesting. Like imagine not notice, like kind of not even looking at each other and not interacting much, and then all of a sudden, some like trying to harass you a little bit, and then you just give them blue eye. And I also ran away. It wasn't like I fought. I just like punched him. He like bumped his head at the thing, and he then had a little blue eye. And then I ran away straight away, and that's what you should do when you're.
That's how we met. I was her parole officer when she got out of jail.
well, rest in peace. Poor guy actually is not alive anymore. But
Okay, next one is: do you think you can fight in UFC?
I don't intend to.
You're not really interested.
I'll tell you a few reasons. First of all, I would need to prepare and completely rebuild my everything. I need to start training wrestling, kickboxing, Muay Thai, certain BJJ. But
You do have some experience, but you just needed to. You would have to restart everything.
Yeah. I have some experience, but even if I would do that successfully and I get acclimated to it, my eyes is a very important thing. So I have -5. According to the last checks, my eyes are healthy, and I should be fine for boxing. Even the federation lady said that, seems to be, it should not be a problem, because there are a lot of boxers who have some even worse diagnosis or eye conditions than I have. But those eyes not gonna do well after eye pokes, and those kind of things, unfortunately, is a very common thing, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I wouldn't want to do it.
It's also like, let's be honest, you can make more money in boxing, and
That's another thing.
you're better at boxing.
And I'm better at boxing. I would probably be an average MMA fighter. Okay, maybe not. I think it depends how you look at it.
And also
if you're like GSP, who wasn't blessed with all the genetics all the time, but he was very smart in his ethics, and he just trained the right things. He was obsessed with the ethics of the training, which I think I have. I have it in boxing, definitely. A lot of things I rebuilt and I've been showing on my channel. It's not just average throwing hands, it's learning and building it up. But it's...
Vegas Rose writes, interesting goals being knocked off your list. Happy to support the journey. I think that was just a nice message.
Yeah, that was very sweet, and thank you very much for those words.
Chris, you're her punching bag? Yes, I'm a victim. Sound help.
Funny thing is, the amounts of fluke punches that we got in between us is I'm the one who gets those punches. Not the hard ones, but I hold the pads, and I like. Chris been doing base jumping and extreme sports. He's pretty much big part of his life. So when he got into combat sports or like boxing, it was quite new for him. So while I've been training, I got punched a couple of times in my poor little head.
And Joe commented on your story, a hit and run.
I hate and run. A hit and run. Well, that's gonna be my boxing, hit and run. Well, not necessarily. I mean, I think there is a time when to retreat, and there is time when to stay and to lock in, and there's that's the beauty of boxing. You gotta diversify, use angles, use different stances, and just be fluent.
Are you southpaw?
I'm orthodox, but I've been training southpaw for a few months now, and there are some combos that I use well on southpaw, like they're usable in the sparring.
I will also mention very quickly that if you've seen any of her videos or anything, sometimes the image is inverted.
Yeah.
So just show your tattoo real quick. That's what side, women?
That's my left arm.
So then you know that if you ever see her, like that's her.
That's my left arm. If it's on the front, that means it's my orthodox stance.
He probably liked you. Look how good you look. The guy you punched, he probably liked you.
Ah?
One of the comments was like, he probably liked you when
Oh.
you punched.
I think trust me, I was an ugly duckling in that period. I wasn't the high school cutie. I wasn't. I was wearing glasses and I was a nerd, but I was mistreating those kind of guys. All the guys who were getting attention. There were a couple, at least in my school time, when I don't know where that came from. I don't know, but I just didn't like that arrogance. And when they're like, all the girls from different classes and grades like are having crushes on them. There was another guy too, who was like a rock guitar player, and he was so cool. And once he also kind of said hi to me. Just, he would just throw it to different girls. And I just looked at him with my glasses, with 2 nerdy braids, and I was literally dressed up like a gypsy. Like I would wear all the colorful stuff. Like it's, it's Georgian Gen Z. It's a different thing. And I just ignored him. I was like, just went in, and he actually got a crush on me just because I just ignored him. Like, that works. That's just a little mind game.
Peter saying, Chris has inspired me. I'm gonna jump solo when I make the entire appointment. I'm terrified though. FYI, I skydived twice before, but tandem. Yeah, I remember you mentioned that, and I know.
Who was that? Peter inspired him. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but this is very cool, Peter. I'm happy for you. You're gonna love it. It
should be
going
fine.
to
Yeah.
be fun. And let's see here.
Some of us like nerdy girls. I mean, I guess.
I like nerds too.
Well, it's also, again, now what you see now is just probably that's gonna be probably the best I am before entering the professional boxing, getting older.
It's all downhill from now.
Oh, now it's all downhill. I'm trying to say so. It's all.
The stocks I bought. The stocks I bought.
I promise I'll try to preserve myself as much as possible. That's my peak right now, out of all the years. But back in school, like my teeth were in the wrong position. My facial shape was like a little bit different. My eyebrows are horrible. Like I have actually very good perm done, and with my natural hair on top of it, so it shaped my eyes so much. Back then I had barely, like I don't have eyebrows past this part, so I just like I gotta make that video. I've been saying that a few times. I'll find some of the pictures from that school period and just so you can see. It's I was probably cute. I wasn't ugly, but that was definitely awkward.
Lamar is asking, your hair color is originally black, right?
Oh, it's not black. It would ruin my hair to do it that way. It's brown. But in the actual pigment sense, it's on the lighter end brown or even darker end blonde. It's like there.
She has brown hair.
Yeah. Very, like if you've seen Slavic women with like an type of ash brown, like a lighter, and on the sunlight it even looks quite light. This is the type of color of hair, and that hair color is so adaptable. I don't even bleach my hair. I just put the paint on it, and here it is.
Do you guys settle couple disputes in the ring? We hardly ever have any disputes.
We don't have disputes. It's someone said that when you have 2 tough people or like fighters or like just in similar sports living together, there's no fight. No one is raising their voice. no one. But to be honest, we just don't like fighting.
Okay, are you a fighter?
Well, I'm a boxer, and soon to be a professional boxer after my debut on the 21st of June.
Did you do conditioning today?
Did I do conditioning today? No, today there was the only day I was running all the errands, the contract, sending the documents, because this is not honestly the priority. But yeah, from tomorrow, tomorrow I have the group session. I might do some light conditioning before, and then Friday I have like this VO2 max training conditioning, and Saturday is sparrings.
Can you perform acrobatic movements and gymnastics?
I can do cartwheel. I can even do single hand cartwheel, but I'm not gonna do it now.
You're also very, very, very good dancer.
Yeah, I can dance. I was training handstands a little bit, and I'm probably gonna get back to it a little bit more. But like I could stand for a few seconds at some point when I trained it. But
What's your PR on pull-ups? 10.
10.
Um,
Who is he? My husband. People asking about you. Let him in. Trust me, I am letting him in. He just doesn't want to be on camera. He does some appearances every now and then, but not too often.
okay.
Okay, I want to read Peter's answer because he's gonna answer some of the questions. That's Chris talking. He's the camera guy, aka Invincible, or well, Jesus Christ, my brain. Intouchable or non-killable. He cannot be seen. It will break the live stream.
Hold on, wait.
No,
no, that's all. No, you're not. You don't have to. This is all we can get in the shot. No more.
It doesn't fit. My head is too big.
Where's my accent from? It's generic. I learned English back in 2020 by myself with my self-made methods, and I based it on American English. Then it was a little bit British English, and then it just whatever accent I would get exposed to. Chris is Norwegian, but he has pretty generic American English. So with a mix of Georgian and Russian that are more of my original languages, I think it's more like an Eastern European accent.
Nerds is delicious candy. Do you have them in Vietnam? No, I don't think so. I haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
Hello, hello. Peter is a narrator in our heads. Well, he earned it.
Okay.
Hi, where are you from? I think you're from heaven. Okay, should I flex that I'm Georgian? Yes, because Georgia is the heaven on the earth.
Shoulder Shepherd is like, bullshit, show me your hands, throw a combo. If you doubt that she's a fighter...
Քարտուլի ծիծի ռատկոմը քարտուլի ռուսուլի ծույցի մարա քարտուլատ մրչանի ակացո. It's like, oh, the same guy who asked me in Russian, like, said hi, then says, oh, Georgian. And it's like, of course, just ask me in Georgian. I mean, I know Russian too, but obviously I prefer to speak Georgian. Okay, am I single? Do the head appearance.
No. Not singles. You guys having a baby, it would be a little bit stupid to
do it before my debut.
Well, she's not pregnant now, at least. No, we don't have kids yet.
Yeah, but we're definitely planning, and we want to give our kids the best life possible and the best environment. So we've been all these years. We have not only been in a relationship. We've been growing together and kind of growing ourselves into a capable and functional adults in the sense of relationships. Because people live in broken homes, relationships are wrecked, people are impatient with each other, and well, then kids grow up in that, and they just have to figure out everything on themselves for many, many years after. So we are very Sagol Shen. Sagol, Madlova.
You look like Ingra from Game of Thrones. Ingrid.
Ingrid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been told that. A little bit maybe. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Silky dress from Tra-la-la-la-la-land.
See, I'm
Just the
trying to
lines I
find
remember.
Instagram ID. Her Instagram thing is in the channel description.
Yes, you can find it
But-
in my YouTube channel.
What is your Instagram handle?
I changed it. I think it's I read Diana Read Her Diaries or something like that. You gotta check it on Instagram.
Yeah, I can't do all. No, but like all her social media and everything is in the.
One piece. Okay, some in. I can see it in Vietnamese, but because you mentioned One Piece, you probably see that I look like Nami from One Piece or something.
Actually, you can pin this comment. So that's her website is Red Hat Diaries. That's an aggregate of all her social media, and there's a little shop for some things and stuff there. So pin that comment back.
Yes, 1 second. Okay. You're very smart and creative. I'm creative. I'm not sure about smart. We found out that my brain is smooth. We were hoping that there is a brain when we were doing CT.
We were looking. We went. That's why we spent so long in the hospital. They were really trying to find it. They turned over every rock.
Yeah. No need to be too serious about yourself. I love your karaoke. I love that some of the fans some people who follow me are coming from karaoke. I like it's fun no matter what country someone is in. Yeah, it's fun. It's very fun. One thing I don't like when it becomes too much of the Russian. Like, I don't. I'm Georgian. Just general, I'm not a fan of the Russian music, except some of the exceptions. And yeah, when it becomes too much of the Russians, and in Nha Trang, here in Vietnam, Nha Trang, there's so many Russians, you have no idea. As a tourist and also as the residents, or not residents, but people who live there longer term. That's the only downside of the karaoke's.
Where are you from? You're from Georgia.
From Georgia, the country, not the state. You should be a supermodel singer because you look like a supermodel and you sing like Taylor Swift. I don't sing like Taylor Swift. Like I literally sing like metal, Enter Sandman, and like some rock and some lot of male written songs because of my specific vocals. And no, I don't sing like a Taylor Swift. I can. What was Taylor Swift? Yeah, I don't even know much. Like, I know her songs for, like, if I read from karaoke, but it's not my type of music. Oh, I need to get the Instagram back so I can keep you all updated with boxing. Joe, well, you will do us so much favor. My Instagram I tailored my Instagram the way they actually can. I only follow boxing and MMA channels and fighters and boxers and promoters. So I kind of made it that way that I get updated pretty much from Instagram. And I think that's a good way to do it.
Lamar is asking, would you try b-boy hip-hop dancing?
I mean, I would need to take classes, I think. You know, I have a rhythm, I like sense of rhythm, plasticity for dancing, but there are still certain dances I would need to learn choreography and just practice a little bit. She dances, paints professionally, thank you, Peter, boxes and sings, and yes, she's a multiple creative personalities. I definitely
Multiple creative personality disorders.
Yes, exactly. Or I was reading more like a split, like, oh, I have different personalities. No, you don't. My acting skills might not be the best, but you should go on karaoke tour of the USA.
They didn't let her in the country?
They didn't let me in the country, yeah. Well, maybe one day. That's
you
an
never
idea.
got that visa.
Well, you know, like we like to plan things ahead for long term. And the thing is, now the priority is professional boxing and like sports. and everything else is kind of supporting it. But I always thought, not always, like we even talked about it, after retiring from boxing and doing it in the right time, while still more or less healthy, family, that kind of stuff. But I would love to be a singer in some cool rock band, like a hard rock band or heavy metal. Imagine, and that's cool because if I manage to build up a good career in boxing and good presence and at the parallel with my art and some of the activities I do, kind of starting a band and like would be do some tours would be cool, don't you think, babe?
What?
Like a rock band after retiring from boxing.
Definitely. No,
So we just like to fantasize about things like that, but
you have a good voice for rock.
I have an energy even more than a voice. I think I have that even in karaoke when I like.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, that's my genre. But I also like jazz and like blues and more like I like that type of singing too. So maybe even do a mix of those genres. But that's further down the line. That's Diana, 40 years old, like old Diana.
One guy mentions here the first Christian civilization of history, and their wines are really delicious. He's referring to Georgia.
First or second, gotta be because Armenia and Georgia. It's rather Armenia or Georgia, but they're neighboring countries. It would make sense that Armenia was the first, just because they just the missionaries passed it first from the Middle East. But yeah, Georgia is one of the first Christian nations. That's true. Wait, I'm old. I'm 40. Don't call me old. Chris is 44. He's older. I'm just talking. It's a joke about me. And I don't know. I have a good embracement of being an old lady, which I already am. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem to be called auntie by kids or a granny, and all I want in this life is to be a cool ass grandma, like the grandma you want to bring to school and say, you see, this is my grandma. She did boxing and she sang in the rock band, and she's like she's still fit and healthy and funny. That's kind of how I see it.
No, I'm gonna make you fat. I'm gonna be a feeder. I'm gonna feed you cakes all day.
I'm still gonna be cool.
That's all.
Well, right now I'm 26.
Oldies.
I'm 26 years old.
So many oldies.
I'm in my 20s and feel 60. Well, Joe, gotta be honest, you like with your you always provide some information, give some updates. You're like always have like smart, reasonable questions. You don't feel like, and I can relate that. I'm also mid 20s or past mid 20s,
You're the
but
oldest person I know.
and I'm the oldest person I know. He knows, so I can relate to that. 25 birthday was last month. Well, happy birthday, happy belated birthday, Brian.
Brian, you had a birthday in April. Which date? In April?
Well, you had the 15th of April. You're aging like a wine.
Like fine wine, baby.
Like a fine wine. If you don't smoke or drink and do anything stupid, eat well, sleep well, just create a life when you don't really stress much, or you just eliminate that stress, have a good people around you. I think it's not that difficult. And take care of yourself a little bit, of course. Like discipline is important. Discipline is important here because we were talking about that. It's very easy to just overindulge into things. You create your comfortable life, but then you can just, you could go out, have a dinner and whatever you want to eat anytime, but that makes you lazy. right? So it's your personal choice to, despite all the comforts in your life, stay disciplined and actually dedicate your time for training, just moving, being active, and all those kind of things.
With everything we have now when it comes to supplementation and medication and
That's all a lot of all
GLP-1s,
these.
and when you get older as a man, is it like testosterone replacement therapy? There's so many things that you can do now. If you start to take care of yourself in your 20s and your 30s and stuff, they say, oh, the 40 is the new 20, but it really is if you really take care of yourself and you don't just give up.
Well, and Peter says, yeah, Joe felt the way when I was 30, discovered hiking. I feel better now than I did at 30. When I was doing hiking, and Georgia is great for hiking, I want to get back to it more. One thing I really miss is a nice, good hike in the nature. And Brian says the cool and hot grandma. Well, that's even better. It's like a
Gilf.
gilf. Well, to me, what you know, whose attitude, like a female, just a charisma and attitude I like. It's Dolly Parton, who wrote Jolene, the country, like
Yeah,
American trend. She was so feminine, but also so funny and like charismatic and like hilarious and just beautiful. And even at the older age, I mean, now she's old and a lot of plastic surgeries, but at a certain age she was like that hot grandma. Like she was awesome.
Well, Peter says hiking is the best stress reliever. Prove me wrong. I can prove you wrong. There's just what you do is hiking is great for stress relief. What you do is you hike up the mountain and you put on your wingsuit and then you fly back down again.
That's the best.
That's
Yeah.
the best stress relief. And you're on your way there now. You get your skydiving license and stuff. You know, you never know. Maybe you'll end up going that way.
Happy birthday to you as well. Thank you. I'm 28 and I feel like I've been here for 100 years. Yeah, it feels that way when you overthink about the universe and the existential questions like why are we even here? How the consciousness even, like when you start thinking about bullshit like that, and not just only like a surface thinking when you just think about trends, going out with friends and partying. When you really get into overthinking about everything, yeah, it feels like you live longer than you actually have been.
Chris, I
Hi,
hate
Jay
you.
Lee.
You're right. I hate you too, Peter.
I'm swimming in the cold sea, Berka says. It's about 12 Celsius degree, but I can't control my stress level. I can't be stoic. LOL, I'm always angry internally. You cannot freeze anger. You actually, anger is such an emotion you need to release. You really need to do some action that helps you to release it. I think boxing is great for it. It really helps to, over time, regulate that chemicals inside of you, inside of your brain. But trying to punish yourself or I don't know, that's maybe not the reason why you're doing.
Take care, Davey. Have a nice day.
Yeah, take care, Davey. Thanks for being here. But anyways, I think anger is an emotion you need to release outwardly and just have a system for it. But cold swimming is actually cool. I love cold swimming and plunges.
When I'm coaching people that are struggling with stress and all that kind of stress and anxiety and all that kind of stuff, it's actually very simple. Sprint or do burpees until you're completely exhausted and you can change your internal state completely.
Yeah.
Because if you spike your epinephrine and adrenaline and all that kind of stuff, essentially the primitive part of your brain thinks that you're trying to kill something you're going to eat, or something is trying to kill you. So it's going to give you all the good chemicals. Yeah. So the best therapy in the world for anything really is train, but especially training to complete exhaustion and really pushing yourself.
Let's physical part of it. It doesn't mean that it solves all of your like emotional problems, but what it does, like let's look at that way. When you use that tool, you basically learn how to manipulate your brain chemistry through your body impact, and it's an actual working tool because that's how it's supposed to function, right? But yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Anger is the emotion. You cannot just sit and try to meditate. If you have that chemical reaction happening, you better just outburst it. Or you're so beautiful. I don't know. Well, why did I respond that way? I don't know. Thanks to my parents, thanks to my husband for happy life, and yeah. From Anne Hathaway. I don't really think I look like her. Maybe right now the way I talk, maybe, but she's definitely doesn't look like me. Chris, hate you. You're right. Where do you come from? I'm from Georgia, Tbilisi. Yeah, Davey is off. Red Star says, running on the beach always makes me feel way better. Being by the water and then actual intense exercise does something. It does, and you combine two things. You combine actual nature and the sunlight getting into your system, and that intensity. That's basically you drop yourself into a natural state. That's what you would be, or what you would do in the caveman era. Thank you for the kind answers and advices. I'm always welcome.
A good way to stay sane and control your emotions is to read the Serenity Prayer. Just knowing that you can help yourself and let go of a lot of things. That actually has a lot of you don't even have to be religious. I mean, we live by Christian, Judeo-Christian morals and ethics and that kind of stuff, but like just on the science of it, silent prayer and those kind of, it's very, very similar to meditation actually. Mm-hmm. And obviously, if you put negative things into meditation, you're going to get negative effects. But if you put good, positive things, then you're focusing on it. So I agree completely, Joe.
Yeah. Oh, you just got to that one.
Is it your cafe that you're singing in the evening?
Oh, it's not mine, but I'm working there as a host. Like, again, on the not free schedule. It's like 2 times a week. I used to do 3 times as well. It's just right now too difficult.
Running on the beach always makes me feel way better. Being by the water and the actual intense exercise.
Yeah, we're doing that one.
100% sure, 100% Red Star. I agree completely.
Yes, it's just a good, relatable prayer that's relevant to life. Yeah, I think whether it's a prayer or meditation, I think it's pretty much very close things in their essence. It's just different words, and I don't like it labeled to label it. There are certain common values between different cultures and between higher cultures and higher philosophies that just make sense, and it's just true no matter how you put it. And those things are just having a solitude and being able to to pace your thoughts. Train that ability is a real great skill, and you affect your life not even through just manifestation when they just do your tell you as a woo. So I really think it's just the logical chain, because once you sort out your thoughts, you take control over them and yourself. That means you take control of your actions and choices and behaviors, and then those things gonna change environment to certain extent around you, the people you attract and how people like you and perceive you, and it goes on and on and on, right?
One thing I would say, and this is going to sound like Brian Johnson and like that kind of stuff, like these longevity experts and that kind of stuff, but for mental health and physical health and everything, the most important thing you can do is fix your sleep. if you get a better circadian rhythm, if you go to bed at the same time and you sleep 7.5, 8, 9, maybe even 10 hours, you will perform better in almost every aspect of your life.
Absolutely correct. And the reason some people think that I'm very chill and I'm very calm, and that's the reason. I'm sleeping well. Always been sleeping well pretty much, and barely can survive with one bad night's sleep. Um, and Chris been sleeping better too.
Now should read all the wisdom that Peter is writing.
Okay. We need to read all of it. One is and she won in the hold up. We need to. Yeah, she's married and she won in a relationship. Yes, Chris is the prize. He's hotter and more awesome. Though she's more talented.
Wisdom, baby. Wisdom.
I love it so much.
Many wisdoms.
I love it so much. Listen, you should think about the vacation in Southeast Asia. Maybe, I think we would have a good time. Okay, best way to remain energetic, break lazy cycle. Well, laziness, to stop demonizing laziness as it's very bad. Laziness is kind of natural state for your brain. Your brain's gonna make sure that you are preserving your energy. So the fact that the person is lazy is because, well, whenever they have chance. The problem is we're living in such a safe and relatively quiet life now, that we can be lazy a little bit way too much. And here is the problem, because we also need a movement, and we need sunlight, and we need to go out, get things, to have everything in order. So the only thing is just to find a balance. Don't cut down on the sleep. If you need to sleep, wake up, sleep, if you have that luxury. But once you're awake, learn how to get up, start cleaning up the apartment, do things.
Get a little bit of momentum, just a little bit of momentum, and
have breaks if you need to, but just try to keep going.
I mean, we're both athletes, but me personally, right before COVID, I crashed into a building in Brazil in my wingsuit when I was flying there, and collapsed both my lungs, and was 4 months in a coma. Well, before the crash, I was about 100 kilos, so 240 pounds. When I woke up, I weighed a smidge over 100 pounds, about 50 kilos. I had to learn to walking and all that kind of stuff. And it's everything started with just a tiny little step at a time. And if you can get that tiny little win, especially early in the day, and the first win can be that you wake up at the time you wanted to wake up without an alarm clock, because you were smart enough to go to bed at a reasonable time yesterday, so you woke up naturally, and instead of lying in bed scrolling all day, you just walked around the block. And that's it. That's all you have to do. And that's
so you need to, it's okay to rest, it's okay to take breaks, and it's actually okay in a later part of the day to completely lay down and chill, because you're getting ready for the sleep. But at the same time, you need to make sure you have the routine that keeps you active. Peter says, I believe runners have shorter lives. I'm not kidding. Could be wrong, but it's my thoughts process. I don't know statistics about it. However, depends on the runner. If we're talking about long distance runners, yes, they tend to. Very often it's combination of the factors of because of their the hearts are a little bit larger. Some of them, at least. At least one of my friends got diagnosed after she gave up. She was like, well, you started having all the health problems because you rapidly stopped it, and you cannot stop. You always need to keep going. But also with distance runners, they sometimes neglect strength training. And when we go extreme distance runners, so marathon and plus, ultra marathons, they barely have any, they have crazy cardiovascular endurance and maybe even mental state, but when it comes to the muscles and the strengths, it's not as good. Sprinters, from the other hand, sprinters who keep training and never give up on sprinting has a good parameters further.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like we can admire and like people like David Goggins and that kind of stuff, but like as much as you can admire what he's doing, that shit is not healthy for you.
Yeah, it's not sustainable.
Destroying cartilage and like that, the amount of stress, not good long term.
Yeah, well, he literally has a philosophy, getting a better, becoming better version of yourself through suffering. That's basically, and there is a philosophy like which the pathway is the suffering. We believe, and I think biology believes too, the path to become best version of yourself is through balance, like yin and yang principle, balance in everything, learning how to do that. That's what I think. Do you write research papers related to your paintings or your art? So in nature, anyone can learn those skills. Never thought about it that way, but maybe at some point when I'm a little bit less focused on sport probably and more on art. But it's a good idea. Thanks for pointing it out. Great insight. Like people learn by work of Leonardo da Vinci. That's what Renaissance era is very interesting. Like my favorite, actually, both Da Vinci and Michelangelo.
But this is also something you're doing a little bit because you live stream all your painting.
I do it in more than way, and I just give my insights and I'm probably gonna do more of it in the future and maybe diversify it. But yeah, I also right now I was working on the commission, and that is a little bit strict framework. And when I work on, I really get there's one more commission I have to do, and after that, for a while, I think I'm going to just continue creating my art, and there I can really explain and show the whole process.
You want to show the people that don't know, just show them very good.
Okay, for people who don't know, here we go. This is little art studio right in the corner of my apartment. And well, this is Peter, that's your painting, the goat. I think it's lovely.
It was a painting of me.
That's Chris. Well, my husband his face was a reference. It's like the berserker. And this is the Valkyrie First Blood. This is Paul Reed. This one I'm gonna wrap into a roll and try to send it very soon as well. But yeah, just saying that generally, it's I'll do more of the things about art, and even it would be cool. Imagine having a facility where it's like training and fight camps and people preparing not only for themselves but actually for as an athletes, and have an art therapy, and not just art therapy only what they feel, but they also can learn some skill. So I think art is like learning art and understanding art better helps you to understand combat sports and mix martial arts differently. I really think that's what it's doing for me to a certain extent.
Okay,
I wash the dishes, but he cooks here and there. He's a very good cook.
Yeah, I don't.
My boxing maybe would work on some average Vietnamese guy who's like my size, but I married a big, strong Viking man.
Well, when you hit when you go down to flyweight, I will be exactly twice your size.
Yeah. How is it going? All is good. Opinions on karate and ninjutsu. Well, I've done karate before boxing, and two styles of karate I can tell you that are actually contact and are real is Goju Okinawan, like actually Tatsuro Tara is from Okinawa too. So it's like the island in Japan, and it's actually the birth of karate. It's like the first karate, and we're talking about guys who punch the rocks, and they actually have like very hardened up shins and hardened up fists.
And especially for UFC people that are
It's more grounded too, like.
Yeah, if you have like the Michael Venom Page, who's
Yeah.
like a point scoring point and stuff, is like getting in very quickly and striking and stuff.
Yeah, no, the karate is there as for some footwork part of it. There can be very useful, but it depends. There are like Shotokan, there are some more exhibition karates, and there are two styles that I know is Goju-ryu karate and Kyokushinkai that are eye contact. Even the competitions, like in Goju-ryu karate, we would have two style competition. One was helmets and gloves, and it was pretty much kickboxing, even with some takedowns, a little bit of wrestling too. It was involving that.
Yeah,
and
that's
Ju was no helmets, no gloves, but you could punch body shots with the fist and leg kicks. Legs were allowed to the head and to the body and stuff. And it was contact. It was. I even competed once and won.
Ninjutsu.
I don't know what's that.
I was gonna say I've heard of it, but I don't have
Yeah.
any insight. Sports or lying on the bed?
Both good.
50-50. Like, no, but genuinely, like, we either do super hard training and do very heavy things, or we lay down.
Yeah.
I genuinely, it's.
I'll just take a moment and read Peter's. Laziness is healthy. but like too much alcohol, laziness can be bad for you. Some goes for water. Too much water is bad for you. Too much everything is bad for you, pretty much.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna butcher this a little bit. One of my favorite stand-up comedians talks about this. You should do excess and moderation, meaning don't eat the stem of the mushroom and see some color once a month. Once a year, you should eat the entire bag and meet God. It's like excess and moderation. It's extreme training and then extreme rest to have that good balance. So yeah.
Yeah.
50-50 lying on bed or sports.
I think also if you structure sports correctly, I think it also affects your dopamine and reward mechanism even better. There are some athletes, I think they go too much into suffering mode. The training equals suffering, that therefore it's a good training. But that's not the case. That's not how science works. The training needs to be systemized, and every training needs to has its purpose. Whatever you do for training and rest, all of those times and periodization, it has its purpose. Not too much resting, not too much training. And then, for example, after like you get there, you're optimal, did all the right night cuts, you're not depleted, your brain is no brain fog, you're all good. Get there, you win the fight, you're optimal to do your best, win your fight. Well, after that, I think it's completely normal, unless you have fights, some people fight within the next 2 weeks, unless you have it that way, taking a few days off, or maybe even a week, is completely fine. I wouldn't say that indulging in things, oh, let's drink alcohol and party, is the best idea. Good for me, I don't drink anyways, so that wouldn't be a problem. But I would really take time off the gym itself, and I would just go out, eat something that I love, and hang out with friends a little bit, celebrate, because that would be a reward after I won the fight. And then you get back to the system, to that exactly that attitude of work where everything has its purpose. Nothing is done for just to be done.
I heard Brazil. I'm in Brazil right now. Yeah, that was me referring to it. Yeah, no, I jumped off Pedra de Gavia and crashed into.
I do meditation, marijuana. I'm right.
Let's see here. How to gain weight? I'm 56 kilos since 10 years. I'll just answer very quickly.
Yeah.
There's something called the law of thermodynamics, and it's universal and applies to everyone. To gain weight, you need to eat more calories than you expend. And first thing you need to do is find out what your base metabolic rate is. That means how many calories you burn when you're doing nothing, and then you add in all the other calories that you're doing from walking and all that kind of stuff. But it's more calories than you eat more calories than you burn, but high protein, high good quality fat, things like wild salmon, cod liver oil, those kind of things are super important for it because it helps. Fat is important for production of testosterone and that kind of stuff. So, and carbs are the fuel that you use for this. But um, it's very simple. I would find out what your base metabolic rate and what your average burn in the space of a day, and you can use apps and all kinds of stuff to figure that out. And then all you do is you add 300 to 500 calories on top of that. Simple.
Yeah. Well, in the military, we have something adapted behavior training. I could sleep and still function for a limited amount of time. Well, military is another story. That's the thing. It's about the executing the task, the order, and do it efficiently, and basically be trained to be depleted on sleep, sleep deprived, food deprived, water deprived, and still function. That's kind of I did a little bit of military training, and that's the thing. That was the only time when, well, they didn't let us sleep all night and stuff, like with all the shooting and waking us up. But that was different than average sleepless night, because that is just at home. There you're hyper alerted, you're ready, you just do things that you've been told to, despite the exhaustion and fatigue, and you just get trained to do that.
Yeah, it's a valid point what you're saying. We were just talking about like optimizing performance in the perfect setting, but that doesn't mean that you can't make it function in other ways. But the science is very, very clear. If you don't get enough sleep and you don't get enough recovery, it's going to have detrimental health effects and degrade your training.
And speaking of the military, very important, the big difference between just the fitness training for longevity and health, sports, elite sports level, and military, it's like a different fields, because I think military is the most damaging in a sense, and like that's why I have huge respect for people that are in service and they dedicate the many years of some of them spend years in the field, and then even in the office, in the rooms, it sometimes can get stressful. The point is, for military, there is the reason why there should be a proper reintegration and proper recovery. Because imagine having that alertness. Like, we know some military guys, and they literally sleep 2 nights. They still sleep 2 hours a night. Like any sound can wake them up and just get them hyper alerted.
Yeah, well,
all the trauma and stuff.
Well, that's a problem, that their nervous system has been rewired to be in a constant fight or flight response, which is very unhealthy.
Yeah. I'm a gym freak. I cannot tell someone to train hard out because their mindset is different from mine. We are all different. I enjoy do my best. Friend is differently. He trains once a week. That is also a good point, because, well, the reason why you have David Goggins, he also comes from military background. That's important to say. But at the same time, they are personal. They are more sociopathic personalities. I'm not saying that's what you are, but there are people who are more obsessive. They tend to develop obsessive behavior. Just it can be channeled in a good way or better ways, like training and gym, but they just have a tendency to, rather than finding balance, Chris actually is, or at least used to be, a person like that. Right now you're more balanced, but come on, you did one of the most extreme, dangerous sports, extreme sports, like jumping from the mountains, doing base jumping. He was hyper obsessed with it for 10 years of his life. And that's the trait of personality. That's very correct, I think. But if we talk about longevity and health long term, well, we just gotta call it its name. There are certain things and behaviors and lifestyles that are gonna lead to a better longevity and more optimal preservation, or opposite. And again, when you're in the military service or when you're hyper focused on very dangerous sport, well, okay, if you survive all of it, what's next, right? So that's important to really reshape your life to a certain extent.
Peter is mentioning there are military training is for temporary use only. Like 4 hours sleep is allowed for up to 6 weeks. Anything more than that is proven to cause adverse effects. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. No, absolutely.
Uh, my something. Where are you from? I'm from Vietnam. We are in Vietnam.
We're in Vietnam, in the trunk.
But where are you from?
I'm from Georgia, and
You're
where are you
Georgia?
from?
Norwegian.
Norwegian. Yeah. I want to say one more thing about military. I know some people who've been in the war, actually even the Ukrainian war from Georgian side. There were quite people who went to on the Ukrainian side. Most of them were the ones who also had the war in the 2008 and like Asian war. So it's like that kind of stuff. And the actual system, what is there, they usually, even the most dedicated soldiers, military, they might do few months and then they leave on the break for a few months, and very often on a paid vacation or something in Europe, and just reset after all those horrors and stress. And because again, none of the human will be able to sustain those levels of stress, sleep deprivation, malnutritioning for forever. It's not sustainable. It just doesn't work that way.
Okay. Do you watch UFC?
Yes, I do.
Because I used to be called a Renaissance man in high school. Alejandro in Alaska said, "Do you do street art?" That's what I do, and not
Chris used to do it.
graffiti or tags.
Okay.
Well,
I never done street art. I know someone in Georgia who does it, but never had really an interest.
I used to do graffiti, tags, and that kind of stuff.
What's up, Ginger Girl? Hi, Big Brown. Peter says again, USA military training was extremely scientifically studied. The USA wanted the most peak power, strength, mental alertness, and more. Well, I think the US Army is one of the, I would say, science-based. Like they really tried to create that. After Vietnam War, actually, they decided to create a professional army, which was the right decision.
How many languages do you speak?
I speak 3 languages fluently.
You speak 4.
Which?
Georgian, English, Russian, and gibberish.
There's so many laughs.
So many funnies.
So many funnies. Okay. Love from Japan. Hello.
Where are you living?
In Vietnam, Nha Trang currently. We're in South Asia. Have you gotten to talk to any Vietnamese elders that served in the war? War is so complicated and feel for them. Well, we live in the South. In the South, it's a little bit like it doesn't really feel. I think they have less grudges here, and even between South and North, South still thinks that North are too conservative and rigid, and North thinks that Southerners are too loose and relaxed and stuff like that. They're capitalist and like it really, even though it's the same country. In the North, we worked for a short time, like a couple weeks, maybe in Hanoi.
Yeah.
What's funny? I'll read it. Anyway, we were in Hanoi, and I didn't feel that it wasn't bad. It was still nice, interesting. But yeah, I didn't really have a chance to talk much with people exactly for that generation. Thank you, man. Good morning. May you have a good day. Thank you very much. You too.
Vietnam is very beautiful. We agree. We love it here.
Well, Chris, I knew what you were going to say when you said 4.
What is your ethnicity? You're Mongolian?
I probably have that one too. I'm a little bit of a mixed breed. I'm Georgian. I was born in Georgia, Tbilisi. My father is Georgian, but even his side, there's a little bit of Russian mix, a little Armenian mix there. Predominantly Georgian, and my mom is half Ukrainian, half Russian. And the Mongolia joke started from there exactly because my mom from my mom's side, there might be some.
Your mom is definitely Mongolian.
Yeah, a little bit facial shape. She doesn't have thin, like small eyes, but she has like cheekbones, very.
She has Mongolian head.
Mongolian head. All I'm saying is that, well, it wouldn't be surprised because she's coming exactly from, and her ancestry is coming from the region where the Mongols literally were reigning for 300 years, so wouldn't be surprised. Hey, how are you? I'm doing well. I'm from Georgia, Tbilisi, as I already said. What's the OnlyFans? Okay, keep searching. You'll find something. No OnlyFans. Sorry, not sorry. But you can watch my boxing debut on the 21st of June. If you're into two chicks beating each other, well, I intend to beat her rather than she beating me, but you see, that's how you need to advertise to new audience.
Yeah, so it's like you have OnlyFans, and the question mark, and it's like, why not? Why? Because
Okay, I'm gonna answer a little bit.
You answer first, and I'll add.
Because she has self-respect and
That's one.
doesn't want to embarrass her family
And my future children, and my husband
future
too,
children,
and myself, obviously.
I think that we have an entire generation.
I don't sell that self-respect for money. Now, not everything sells for money. Yeah, and many other reasons, many other logistical reasons too. I believe like right now we're living in times that making money is the biggest thing, and but she made money, she just so well off, it's her thing. No, she just whoring herself out online. But I believe in building reputation and actually building success upon their reputation. So I think that's important.
I'm gonna answer a couple ones here. Her fight is 21st of June in Saigon.
What's her?
Someone asked, when is your fight? And I said it's 21st in Saigon.
Yeah, 1st of June.
Boxing, are you right or left-handed?
I'm getting into becoming a switch hitter. I'm Orthodox,
Orthodox
originally.
means that you're
Right-handed.
right-handed, and
But I'm
southpaw?
training southpaw too.
Yeah. What do you do for a living?
What, sir?
What do you do for a living?
We both generate a lot of our income online. I have some personal clients long term that I've been training for 6 years now, online, mostly from the United States. I will do a little commissions now on the painting, so that's also like a recent gig that I got from my YouTube channel that also brings some of the income. And my husband has some things set up from his side, and it's just I also do karaoke here twice a week, and I live stream that too, and I just get paid for it, like with the local money for that as well. And yeah, we know how to make money in different ways. You see, you don't need OnlyFans for.
Rahim was saying, I was trolling, but we have the same points, you and me, brother, and sorry. So that was the guy asked about. Yeah, no, we didn't take it. We didn't take it the wrong way. We're just like.
We'll take opportunity to respond to question. I always believe like it's not the first case. Behind every troll is a real person, right? So it takes a little right dialogue, and I also know what you're saying because I scrolled a couple times in the YouTube lives, and there were like some girls, and we watched them, and we're like, she has like a 4,000 views like live. It's like probably the hundreds and maybe even million views for the live stream, and she doesn't do anything. And then we realized, oh, okay, that's an OnlyFans, and well, it is what it is. Okay, well, we prefer smaller niche audience, but the quality one.
When is your fight, and are you going to live stream it?
Yes, I'm gonna live stream it. We just put this thing, and you'll probably be.
We have to double check with the Trigger, the boxing federation.
They asked to promote everything, and Alexei was live streaming on the Instagram.
Okay, so then
So
we know.
shouldn't be a problem.
So if,
And they gonna live stream also in the better quality on their Trigger. I'll share their YouTube channel as well, and I think there's gonna be a record as well. So they're gonna give the video, the footage of the fight, which I will ask them if I can upload with, maybe collaboration, whatever. Just do something that I can upload it on mine as well and use it for cuts and highlights. But they want me to promote it, right?
Sure,
During
yeah.
and after, so I think shouldn't be a problem.
what is your passion, please? Well, you have a lot of passions, so start at, what do you do? What are your passions?
I'm a very passionate person. I'm passionate like everything I do. Like I'm very, very blessed. Boxing, I have huge currently very big passion about boxing because it's the whole process that makes me passionate. Art is also like but I don't look very passionate when I paint, but I look very focused, and that is a different form of passion. Singing, when I sing like rock music, like definitely a lot of passion there, and yeah, just
And dancing.
dancing was passion.
And nom 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 nom
Nom nom nom nom nom nom nom nom. Eating with passion, and loving you with passion.
And traveling. And yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you wear wigs? Will you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs?
The way you should do it again.
Do you wear wigs? Will you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs? And no more offense, but I was just joking. It was like, do you wear wigs? Will you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs?
I read that one. It was funny, just even without it, but you made it so much funnier. No wigs. I wore it. I was wearing it once on Halloween, black wig. It was Morticia Adams.
I was wearing a wig on Halloween once.
Yeah, Chris was the Thor or Zeus or something.
You so wanted me to go to Turkey and get hair plugs.
I was like, yeah, it was your little. I mean, you're very like strong, masculine, but with your golden hair, like I would braid you in the Viking style.
No, thank
No,
you. I'm
no.
good, so I'll shave my head.
His hair is the prize for his high testosterone and conquering power. Enjoy boxing, art, and karaoke content. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. If he loves you, why doesn't he marry you? You respond to that question.
We are married.
Ta-da! Yeah, we're just not much into open weddings, and it's just, yeah, never had like a big wedding or anything. Our relatives, our families, and my family specifically, still waiting for it. So when we're back in Georgia, we might just celebrate.
We're gonna do it at some point.
We were gonna do at some point wedding, but we never had the wedding. We just married.
When in the beginning when we started marrying, when we started dating, I met her mom and her grandma and stuff. And well, this is a top tip for anyone out there: if you can get family-in-law that don't speak your language at all, I would highly recommend it. It just makes things easier. But anyway,
Makes things harder for me.
Her mom and her grandma were like, oh, when are you gonna get married and stuff? And Diana just shut them down very quickly. It's like,
No, they kind of still saying the similar thing. You know what? It's like, I don't know how it's there, but in Georgia and just generally when men has to marry, so when we were dating, is that men has to marry a woman if he's serious. Other than that, it's just, and I just shut them down. I was like, you're divorced. You're divorced twice. I'm not taking advice.
And you're not, and they were both single at the time.
Yeah, it's like you're divorced twice. My grandma was divorced twice. Even at those times when it wasn't acceptable, she was quite independent on for her. Like she's just a personality like that. And but anyways, it was funny. You're divorced twice. Don't give me any advice. Double arm flex. Okay. Well, now that I realize when I pop my back like this, I'm quite jacked for my weight. Thanks for super chat.
What's up, BMCK?
Hey, BMCK and Miro is also bald people unite.
This the whole thing. It's like when I started to lose my hair, I was just happy. I was like, oh no, I don't have to deal with this crap anymore. Like just, and I always had a short haircut anyway.
Yeah, you never had long hair.
It's and also like.
What was the last reaction? Masvidal, when you were like, he had this nice widows, how you call it, like a widow.
Yeah, and then he got
like
this ridiculous. If you look at Masvidal now, I can't look at him, and it's so cringy. It's like you stop being such a nanny and like.
No, they also do like.
Yeah, but like.
Why did like?
Masvidal, you're fucking the UFC champion, badass, and all that kind of stuff. It's like nobody gives a shit. Just shave your head, like just be a man about it.
Yeah. Anyways, but it's just.
Sorry, rant over.
Yeah.
I get a little bit annoyed of like.
Okay, everyone has their own choice. Some people hold their power in their hair. When they're losing it, it's just hard. I love the Georgian folk song Ganda Gana. Beautiful song. I listen to it every day. Oh, that's cool. It's
Definitely. Chris Rogan.
That's good.
BMCK gets it.
Oh yeah, that's
Pink widow pics. No, I only have pink. Do I have pink underwear today? No, I don't. I don't even have on underwear today. I'm commando today.
Skibidi is saying, what's your favorite, who is your favorite UFC fighter? Mine is Nate Diaz. Oh, Nate Diaz.
Diaz is so much fun. I love
Yeah,
Diaz.
both Diaz brothers is like, I'm not surprised, motherfucker. I would say my favorite, GSP, Demetrius Johnson, like older ones, and
Fry.
I'm talking like UFC. Don't Fry was in UFC, but yeah, you know what I mean. It's like still not the pioneer specific. Don't Fry is everyone's favorite. Yeah. Anyways, out of the current ones, obviously Georgian like Merab, Tapurias, I'm cheering for them. Volkanovski, love that man. He's just still schooling young kids, crazy and tiny man, like physically, but absolutely great personality, great cook. Poatan Pereira, I would say, I think. And there are many other fighters that I like a lot too. It's just the ones that come on top of my head. There are rather more fighters that I like rather than dislike, actually.
Take a trip to Turkey. Nah, I just shave my head. It's way better.
Well, it's also good you have a nice head shape. What's the best drug you have tried?
Oh, the best drug there is
Me?
The best. Yes. No, but the best drug in the world is dimethyltryptamine, DMT. Like, there's nothing even remotely close.
Oh, say the fact about when you actually get close to the death state or something. What happens?
Well, it's not been scientifically proven, but they think that the
Theory, yeah, it's theory.
dimethyltryptamine is released by your pineal gland in big amounts when you die and that kind of stuff.
Demetrius Johnson is a goat, yeah.
And actually, DMT you can make yourself. You just take some Hostilis mimosa and do a naphtha extraction.
Best drug. Cocaine. Cocaine's like, I always remember of the Eric it's Clapton song. If you wanna like around cocaine. It's like, I don't like cocaine.
What?
I don't like cocaine.
No.
But good for you for being sober. To me, sobriety, I realized that I like sobriety.
Yeah, this whole thing is like I used
Sean
to do
Strickland is the best. Well, after the win, yeah. Like, Sean, I really do like Sean. I like him more and more now. Daniel, you look stronger knowing the fight is coming. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. How about Sugar Ray Leonard? Well, that's boxing. 4 Kings. Out of the 4 Kings, Sugar Ray, I think, was all around the best, well-rounded, and the best visibility and promotion. He was just like loved by everyone. But Hagler was like beast, and Tommy Hearns like slender, like also great and crazy reach, and like the Kronk's gym boxing. And then Duran, who was like smaller than them, and he was literally facing and beating some of those giants. So again, it's so many characters, it just starts getting difficult to just pick one and just fixate all their attention on them. Please ask her to make babies and say white race. Don't worry, we'll do. We'll do. After my boxing debut and a little boxing run, it depends how it goes, but if it goes very well, we'll stay a little bit. But
Dana, you don't like cocaine, really? You tried it? She didn't try it, she just smelled it.
I'm an adult. I tried some things, but I gotta be honest. I haven't indulged in pretty much anything. As I said, I don't like alcohol. I don't like not sober state.
Every
Every
single time you try to smoke a little bit of weed, after a few minutes you sit there like
I get
very
paranoid. I just
confused
don't. I
and
like
there,
my thoughts just get all over.
and then you sit there and like, oh, why did I do this?
Yes, why did I do this? And I really stopped doing those things. It just does not. And as I said, never indulged into it. But yeah, it's just not. I prefer sobriety, and that's good, especially at this point in my life. It's the best thing. Enjoying sobriety. Imagine not missing smoking or alcohol or any other drugs and just feeling the best. Like, to me, if I have a juice and coconut water and if I sleep enough, that's my drug. That's what I need.
Yes, we need
But have you
strong
tried
men.
to-
She can make perfect white babies. Yes, we'll make a little arm.
Well, I have a strong man. I have strong, whitest man you can get. He's like a pure Norwegian. Sorry, he's not pure Norwegian. 25% Swiss. It's like how white supremacist way it sounds. How much power do I have? I think I'm quite strong for my weight. It can get stronger, but that's the thing. Over time, we will do it better.
Crow Wolf says something valid here. Sugar, caffeine are drugs that define sobriety. Or walking chemical
Good
reactions.
point.
Yeah, no, that's
Good point.
one of the things like
And now you got me. That's one thing. Sugar. Caffeine, no. Like, caffeine, yeah, I'm not addicted. I just like coffee or coffee-like things. A decaf or cacao, doesn't matter. It's just more like a routine. I like it every now and then. My sugar is something that I just like sweets. And it's not even sugar, it's sweets. It can be high protein. Like, I just like sweet. I'm sweet tooth. But even that got better, and you need to put that in control. And for me, one of the ways was, now I don't eat sweets without eating food first. So let's say we eat twice or 3 times a day, like a general meal. I always prepare, if I really want to have something sweet, I always have it right after the meal as a dessert. first thing, because I don't eat too much of it. I already full after high protein, high fiber, and a nutritious meal. But also because that's the best time when it comes to glycemic index. You don't spike your glucose, blood glucose too much, and there are other things. So I have that rule, and I actually haven't broken it pretty much. I'm not going out and just having a snack. I haven't done it in a long time. And I think that for me that became a way to control both that sugar thing and, well, extra unnecessary calories and overeating and stuff. I'm from Georgia.
Have you been to the US? And if so, what's your favorite city? Oh,
Oh, you can say that.
well, she hasn't been, but I have been several times. I used to work skydiving in a skydiving center in Lodi, California. It's about, I think, 2.5 hours or so from San Francisco. But this is at least 7, 8 years ago since last time I was there.
New Peter says, OMG, and then our Peter says, there can only be one Peter. You're not even Peter, that's your code name.
Don't give away his secret identity, then.
Well, I'm just letting it just for speculation. Do you like WWE? I mean, never been a fan, never watched, but we watched the documentary about like Mr. McMahon and all this WrestleMania, and then I realized, oh, that's what it was about, because I never could understand. It's like staged. People have to know, unless they're kids, they have to know that it's staged, right? Then what's the point? But it's actually just a vibe. It's like dressing up. It's the cool stunts. It's like it's the whole different universe created by them. So now I at least get it. Sugar Ray ghosted Hearns because he knew he would get dropped. It's very disrespectful. Said to come and will announce the fight, then stand on stage and says that the fight will never happen. Class act. Well, yeah, that's, again, can't say anything about that. He was a great boxer, but the fact that he did that means that he was avoiding Tommy Hearns. So.
Hi Julio, welcome back.
Well, until what? Just no. Chris better. Both Peter and BMCK agree that you're better, but I'm more talented.
They're observant and intelligent
People.
fellow man, yeah.
They're boys.
How can I start martial arts if there's not a single instructor or club in my entire city?
Oh, that's you can always get the bag and start learning a little bit of technique online and do a little work in front of the mirror. But if you really want to do it seriously, I really suggest the online course or the online training is not going to be enough. So you will try to move to another city or try to travel and check other places where
just pick fights in the street.
Or open the fight club and
yeah, no,
don't forget
it's a bit tricky. You do really should have somebody to instruct you a little bit, but you can learn a lot from stuff online.
Well, that's not say they're actually even good instructors. They are online courses and even online coaching. When they do, it might be possible, and it depends on your willing. If you just want it for yourself, then you can. There's like boxing. There's good guy Tony Jeffries who teaches it quite well, and he even has a course. And there are a lot of YouTube materials when they just show you basic stuff. You know how to throw a jab, 1, 2, how to do the leg kick. And if you have a bag, proper standing bag or hanging bag at your place, you can practice it. You know, if you have a good eye for that movement and technique, you can practice it. Just make sure you don't hurt yourself. But other than that, there's not much you can do. You need that environment, and it depends. If you really want to go professionally, then you have to start looking for an options to maybe move to another city and pursue it. You look like Jon Snow's wife in GOT. Yes, I've been told that. Sugar, nom 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 nom. More calories, less Diana. Okay, baby. Now it's not even me. It's like people asking more of you.
Diana is 10% sugar, 10% carbs, 70% protein, 10% fat, and 100% creative.
Oh, that's sweet.
And then BMCK says Chris is 100% pink.
And 100% bald. I agree with you, Peter Edwards. Rosa says.
She's an angel, such a strong woman, perfect for breeding.
Oh man.
Slingshots, pink panties. Okay, I'll do that.
You're not sure redhead? No, I'm. Have you ever seen Slavic women with dark blonde or like light brown hair? That's me. That's my hair. No, just okay. I'm not perfect for breeding, or I'm not perfect for or I'm not an angel. And here is Chris's underwear. He blessed us with. They're clean. Don't worry. But yeah, this is the legend of the pink underwear lives on. It's actually based on the truth. Baby, I need to save the white race.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine genetics who play the evil game. Like, my mom is Slavic looking, right? So we both, me and my sister, inherited our looks from her pretty much. She softened our appearance because my father he used to be good looking and young, but he's Georgian, so he has like big nose. He's like Caucasian. Not Caucasian in American sense, but actually Caucasus Mountains, like a Caucasian person. And imagine and like black curly hair, a little bit darker skin, like not dark, but a little bit darker. And well, we ended up to be quite pale and like Slavic looking. Well, imagine genetics work the way that we have black-haired, curly-haired babies. Just because of that line. So I'm not sure. There are some risks. Chris, from the other hand, is 25% Swiss and the rest is Norwegian. He's like a real white hope.
Yeah,
Jesse Lee would
I'm
say, the great white hope you are. Great white hope. First rule of the Fight Club, pink. Yeah, that's yeah, the underwears should be pink. First rule of the Fight Club is don't talk about the Fight Club. Second rule is pink. Do I look like a Sylvester Stallone? It's not about how you how you hit.
Okay.
Okay, it doesn't work. I do that impersonation, but come on, I'm just being silly. It's not too bad. Then forget the first rule about the Fight Club. So much fun. Your face is attractive. I don't know why I have an urge to read it in the weird accents, but thank you. 100% pink boxers. Well, that's one. I'm not sure if I ever would wear pink. The other Georgian boxer that is quite hyped now back in Georgia, she wears different stuff on her fights. Like previous fight, one of her fights, if she was fully black, but then recent fight she was in a pink, like fully pink outfit, and she's like dyes her hair blonde, and she looks quite jacked, but she's like a girl kind of thing, so she's like a mix of both. And she pulls it off quite well, but I don't see myself pink. Pink is my least favorite color. Obviously not on the canvas, but like I cannot just like every time I try to wear it, it's just not, doesn't work for me. Chris, from the other hand, just pulls it off so well.
So
Dinner mail early. Okay.
Peter was saying, Chris, are you selling? I want to buy. And I wrote back, don't worry, Peter, I'll pack pink boxes with your painting and send it to him. But you have to pay extra if you want me to wear it first.
You know he will do that if it's not a joke.
Jose is like, show your face, Chris.
Hold on, let's see.
Diana Stallone. Stallone has a very beautiful daughters, though. You won the genetic lottery. Luckily, you are pretty. You should see me. You should have seen me before I had my braces, and when I wear glasses, and before I got my eyebrows, and well.
Okay.
Proper way.
Let me say it like this. When I met Diana, I had to take her to exhibit so we could do Pimp My Ride. I'm joking, but yeah.
I wasn't that bad, but
when I met her,
chubbier, I was angrier.
You were also a vegetable.
I was vegetable. Again, I didn't have braces, so my face was literally differently shaped. Like, some people didn't recognize. You know, I haven't told you that, but some people from the past in Georgia, that I just, like, you know, knew me before and lost the contact with me, they found me through my new content, right? So some of the videos, and they messaged me, Diana, is it you? Have you done anything? It's like, I genuinely haven't done any plastic surgeries. The only thing I had is I got my eyebrows. If you look closely, there is a little, because you see, I don't grow eyebrows right here. So yeah, and it's okay, you know, because like microblading, like that's a very little thing. I just wanted to just look better, because trust me, my eyebrows were fucking up my look, and my teeth too. Like, because I had narrow stands, I almost had like a hamster cheeks, and when I was chubby, I was like. So, anyways, I'm just saying that, and I was probably because of being vegetarian and not eating proper diet, I was more swelling in my face. So, guys, it's possible to glow up if you make the right adjustments in your lifestyle, a little bit in your, like, get the right hair color, or well, grow your natural hair if it works for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Holy F, you're beautiful. Why are you with Johnny Sins though? That's actually funny, because a few years ago when I was in the Philippines, and this is no joke, this is during the festival season and stuff there, so there's like 1 million people out, and I'm 6'2", and in Philippines everyone is short, so it stick out in the crowd pretty well, and drunkers, Johnny Sins, People really thought I was Johnny Sins. It's quite funny.
Ah, that's hilarious. Well, I thought he was looking a little bit like a Ragnar Lothbrok rather than Jonas Sins, but thank you. Bro looks like a Sean Strickland with a beard. Come on in.
Hmm?
No, you don't look like Sean Strickland, but actually, maybe unpopular opinion, but Sean was actually, like, with the hair and when I was younger, quite a handsome, like, Greek god-looking boy, and then he's like turned into American.
Gay.
Yeah, he was maybe a little bit gay too, from the gay crush to American uncle. See why John this is? No, that was funny one.
Which state are you in? What's it? I need. Which state is your sister in? She's in Georgia, Tbilisi, not the
Yeah,
state,
not the Georgia.
country.
Well, Peter, first of all, thank you for another super chat. And then the love of my life, older story, has messed up teeth and wears glasses. Genetics is not everything. Yeah, that's true. I believe, and I believe there is possible to look the worst you can and look the best you can. The worst you can is probably being on the methamphetamine, like just the shell of the human. And the best you can is just, again, being healthy, sleep well, be generally happy, and just have a little bit of taste and know how to make yourself look better. Like if I wear wrong makeup or wrong eyebrow shape and stuff like that, it's might decrease my looks. You know what I mean? It's, as an artist, I can tell you that. You were saying something, babe.
No,
You want to find my picture?
no, it's just I don't actually have. I don't have.
Well, I have it on Facebook, I think. Can you give me your phone for a second? I can show people what I used to look like.
Okay, no, I'll find a horrible picture of you.
Yeah, the bike accident messed up my boy Strickland. I mean, I think he's listen, he actually has a wife. I think they're recently married, and he seems to be doing better, and he seems to be doing well when it comes to closer relationships with people. And I hope one day he has a child, and he actually is he gets to the point what he's looking up for. He always talks about the men who are like hardworking and have families. That's the real shit, and I agree with him about that. But yeah, our boy Sean is a good fella.
Okay, so.
What English language are you using?
Okay, so this is what Diana looked like when I met her. This is what she looked like.
Shit, holy shit. Good looks change over
But
time,
you
but a
see,
good personality
there's-
lasts forever. That's true.
So there's hope for everyone.
Okay, give me the. Now I'm gonna show them the real.
No, you can't. Because
Come on.
I need, my phone
Ah.
is charged. I can literally have like 2%.
Okay.
Oh.
This is most normal YouTube live stream. Thank you. I guess that's a compliment. Here is a gold. You sound like my classmate from the 4th grade who would just pull out my hairs. It's like, oh, it looks like gold.
She looked better before.
That's it. Don't worry. It's me before my braces, but I still wear those glasses. So Chris likes that picture. He loves it. He keeps it as a memory. He misses my braces too. You liked when I was nerdy and you could laugh at me when the food was stuck in my braces. It was extra reason to bully me.
Yes, like I said, it was the pimp my ride. It cost a lot of money and a lot of time.
That's hilarious. But yeah, right adjustments, and as Joe said, good personality. The real thing is personality, behavior, charisma. Like basically invest into your charisma points. A little bit of it, formal and informal education, and just general likability. You know.
Can you tell me the name of the T-shirt you're selling online? Name of the man.
It's Marcus Aurelius. It's the Roman Empire, one of the greatest.
Roman emperor.
The emperor, yeah. Roman emperor, one of the greatest emperors / men, with the way he would live and the discipline and the meditations he wrote. So yeah, I'm looking forward to make more T-shirts, even more fighting related. But Marcus Aurelius, to me and to a lot of fighters, is just. It's just it's one of the biggest figures of this old Stoicism, like first Stoicism, and all of those values are still relevant. Not even relevant, but are actually the truth. Chris, come to America. I don't know. Or Chris, come to America. How some of the Americans talk like this, like that, like hilly bellies.
No way. No. Just no. Just no. Just no.
Okay, I'll stop.
Okay, BMCK, it actually got moderated away, but I'm fixing it now. It's like, first rule of Diana Club. Okay, what is the first rule of Diana Club?
Already Diana was getting veggies and spider. Diana is giving the veggies now. Change your attitude, change your life, yeah. The accent was crazy, was it too bad? Uh,
Hey, welcome back, Raul.
since the Chris likes picture, you'll find many here. Well, I'm waiting for Chris's phone to charge a little bit, so I can actually show you one of my older pictures. How much is the charge on the phone?
Okay, but what do you need?
I just want to go to Facebook and find it from Facebook.
Well, how do you do that? So, I don't have
You can just go to rather search or just log in into mine.
No, I'm just trying to.
Chris's phone be like Johnny since upload. Well, one of my friends actually said that he looks like the Matt Damon from one of that movie where he had the bald head.
Robert Plant?
Yeah. This is your real hair color? No, it's not. Yeah, anyways, her hair is brown. Chris has a natural hair color. Listen, Chris, in reality, he's not bald. His hair is so blonde that it's transparent. It's just... the bald head is just what you see.
Baby, stick to stealing my jokes. Don't try to make your own.
PMCK laughed. That's all I need for my jokes, the checks. Casper the Ghost, I mean. He's like a Daenerys Targaryen from the book. He just... Anyways, okay.
Okay, so it says that wasn't correct. They couldn't log in there.
I think... Let's see. Okay, if it doesn't work, it's fine. Just go... yeah, I can find myself. Like this. Okay, I'm getting into those deep waters now. Let's see. Tagged photos. Yes, I think I deleted older photos, but the tagged photos are the ones that...
Oh yes, you were trying to hide your past, but then other people have exposed your past.
I still have some good pictures from the old age, or like, yeah, when I was younger. Oh, that was when I was 16, and me and my sister. Yeah, that pictures. Look at those chubby chicks. That's me.
See? Fatso.
Some of the other pictures are actually okay, but that's me and my sister. I was a little angel, and my sister was
A little shit.
little shit, as you can see. Now we are very good, though. I don't know. I was actually not that bad, and some of those pictures are good. I'm just like, I want to find those like real pictures. Okay. Again, it's not too bad, but my eyebrows were not good, and I was chubbier, and I was tired holding pants. Like this. Who, who is the dude? Hello. Yeah, exactly. What do you think of the Strickland and Maya fight? It was a very close fight, but believe it or not, if you look at the last round, I also think Strickland won by jabbing. Surprise, surprise, but by jabbing off, like, and he was tired too. I think he didn't calculate his energy as well, but so did Hamzat. He didn't really apply good. There were a couple good crosses from his side, but again, like number wise, I still think that Sean had that little edge. But generally, that was like a close fight, except the first round was clearly Hamzat. Second round was clearly Sean's. Then third round was also Sean, and fourth round was Hamzat. And I think that's how it was. That's why it got split decision. But yeah, it was. It just showed many other factors. First of all, Hamzat had that wrong weight class, aggressive cuts in the wrong way, training equals exhaustion mentality, a lot of those things. Now I kind of see why he doesn't fight too often as well, because if that's every time he goes through like the camps and that's the mentality, it's just not sustainable. And it's like you get older, you're not getting younger, it's just not good.
Also, Chimaev had fought how many times since in the last few years? 4 fights since when?
Since very long time, 19 and 2019 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
so like 6-7 years, and he's like put 4 or 5 fights up there. I'm not saying anything bad about him, but it's like he never hit weight. He's like was a weight bully in a lot of ways, and like it's.
So yeah, again, his wrestling works if you don't have good reasons. I mean, even Usman and Burns, Gilbert Burns gave him a good resistance, and there even you could see that his style is not perfect. There are some cracks, and one Sean kind of did the same, but also plus those factors. I think Sean also could do more. Potentially, we wanted maybe to do him more. Like with Fluffy, he really did well, and he finished that fight brilliantly. But in this case, it was a little bit like that. Neither of their performances was perfect, and it was a split decision. Anyways, LOL. Do you guys also do Lezginka dance? And then Georgian, we don't call it Lezginka. Lezginka is purely North Caucasus and Muslim Caucasians. Georgian Christian Caucasians, we have like our dance is a little bit different. Like I can differentiate it, but it's some of it is similar, but it's more. To me, I think it's more graceful. Like Lezginka is more rhythmic, like 1 2 1 2 1 2, like kind of very stiff movements, like very like rhythmic. And Georgian dances, there are a few different dances from different regions, and you'll see that even they are different and they're more flowing, and some of them are like male parts are more like rougher and athletic, and female parts are very floating. I wear the boxers, yes. I like my women to look like they can. Okay. I like my women to look like they can work on farm and doing hard labor.
No, no, no. It's against the law. It's illegal.
Okay.
No. I'll put you in a bag and put you on the roof. and won't let
New
you- I'll
economic.
make you sleep outside if you keep doing that shit.
New economic. Okay. I didn't know that. It's a new one. But
Do you want to sleep inside with nice air conditioning, or do you want to sleep outside?
Okay, but farm is good, and women on the farm are good. I can't disagree with that. Do you like Joshua Wan will beat Pantoja when the fight is made? Man, well, Pantoja has experience and has some crazy, great IQ, very strong ground game, but Joshua Van, I would put him like a Taporia of the flyweight.
No, weight class, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that fight between those two guys was like really like one of the best fights I've seen in a very, very, very
Yeah.
long time.
And Tatsuro will be back. He's not gonna, don't brush off that guy. The only issue he had, and that's very common in MMA. It's not he as the only thing. He also was striking well, but open head. Against someone like Joshua Wan, you need to guard yourself up a little bit and do the head movement and set up things. You cannot just keep your chin open. But even there, the guy was refusing. He was getting literally brain damage. But even there, he was like angry that they stopped the fight. So he has strong chin. He came back literally from the knockout. That guy will be back too. And I would love to see that triangle between Joshua Ban, Tatsuro Taira, and Pantoja, like kind of coming back, trying to reclaim what belongs to him. So it's very cool dynamics in the flyweight now. That's good, not a.
The only reason she knows about UFC was a man she was with who left her. No girl would love UFC. Okay, first of all, she is a professional boxer, or making her professional debut now in a little bit more than a month, 21st of June.
Mm.
So yeah, no, it's.
Well, I cannot tell you. To be honest, it's not like first fight. Like the first time I even heard about UFC was when I was in karate. It was McGregor, Habib, and Ronda Rousey versus Holly Holm period, or like even a little bit before that. And then I would watch and follow up more on and off. But in the last few years, like 2-3 years, I came back more to the sport, like meaning that I rewatched old stuff and restudied some of the older stuff. I started looking more into the pioneer era, which was way before that is technically history for me because I'm 26 years old, and I've been pretty much following up on all the events and watching, trying not to be.
She's more into. I'll watch the really good fights and stuff, but you watch all of them.
No, I watch all of it now, and I literally and well, not all of it. Like early prelims, I don't watch, not because I wouldn't watch. I just timeline. It's just like I never cut my sleep. I never neglect my sleep, so I can't wake up that early every Saturday. That's not how it works. But I try to get on prelims or late prelims and main card, watch at least the whole card, and just follow up. And whatever I don't watch, at least I watch highlights and I kind of find out how it ended, and I just follow in it. And whatever I watch, I like to analyze and break it down because I do boxing myself, and I'm gonna debut professional boxing. So for boxing part of it is kind of a big part for me. And generally, mixed martial arts, I love because I've done BJJ. I trained with the wrestlers during pandemic period. I did a little bit of kickboxing. I kind of got introduced to a little bit of all of it, having with the boxing background as the main thing. And to me, at least, and not maybe as a professional, but as an enthusiast, I have understanding how it works and how to. Like the certain styles is, for example, striking works as a setup for the ground game, or opposite. It can be, this and that, and there are different styles in MMA. So even though I don't fight, and I'm not looking forward to fight in mixed martial arts, I really enjoy watching it. The principle to me is the same, both boxing and MMA. Is the strategy part of it, the certain nuances. It's just stands very close to each other. People really underestimate Chimaev. People overestimated Chimaev for this specific one, but I really think that he struggles with his health, recovery. I think the style of training, the more you suffer, the better it is. But again, that's not sustainable. Also, the weight class. Chimaev, did he really? I don't remember if he said anything, but if he said about going out in the light heavyweight, maybe that could be actually better for him.
Well, Dana said that the first thing he told him after the fight, he said he's going up. He's never fighting in that division again.
Oh, okay, so Dana said that. Yeah, I missed that part.
Dana said that that was Chimaev told him, and it's like, but
Ah,
this is the whole thing.
okay.
How many times has this guy not hit his weight target? Like, how many times is he gonna do this shit? And like,
Yeah.
like I said, it's been 6-7 years now, and he's fought 4 times or 5 times with this latest one now.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
You're right. No girl loves that. She's a woman, not a girl. Peter, my boys. Like I always like. You're my fellas, guys. You, BMCK, and well, Veman is not here. Others. Thank you very much. He looked pretty decent. Hazat needs to move up for sure. Yes, that's what we've been saying. A lot of factors, and both of us, Chris also understands it quite well. A lot of things start before the fight and way before the fight. Again, it's the gym you train with, it's the coaches you train with, it's the attitude and the philosophy around the training and how it all should go, some certain habits, you know, and this and that, you know, just like there are many factors that you follow a fighter's social medias and life, not only because I'm not really interested who is doing what in that sense, but it helps to analyze potentiality of what's going to happen. If you see them partying too much and okay, maybe John Jones kind of pulled it off with, but John Jones started fighting more rare and selecting his fights, and essentially he retired without fighting Aspinall, for example. Because, well, you don't get younger and you cannot just afford it that way. From the other hand, you have Alex Volkanovski, who has probably one of the best working ethics. We just know the guy lives on the farm. He cooks. Off the camp, he cooks and eats good meals. And on the camp, he has crazy training ethic. And that's one of the reasons he is still there on the... Even after brutal defeat, brutal knockout with Topuria, the guy comes back and becomes the featherweight champion. You know? Skin lickers. Okay, I gotta read all of that. Dana is a farm, don't need machines. Goat noises. Meh. Love BFCK. Goat power. Horsepower, Diana power. I love you guys. You're too skinny to be a boxer? Me? Skinny? Do I look skinny right now? No, I'm actually, well, I'm low weight class, like 50, super flyweight. That's my first fight, but I'm even going, I want to go to even lower next time.
Skinny like Chris.
What do you think women get paid less than men for the same job roles? Isn't it because of the maternity leave and some of the... Well, that's a good question because...
Okay, it's a joke, baby. That's a setup for me.
Okay. Yeah.
You can read my...
The response to it.
No, just below. I'm a delicate flower, yes.
You're my delicate flower.
How long have you been practicing boxing and MMA?
Boxing since 2015 or 16. That's the first time I got introduced from karate and moved to boxing. And since then I've been 2 or 3 years active. I was like even trained with the national team for some time and had national championship in Georgia and even like some good outside sparring experiences. But then I retired early and then I pursued personal training career and became a trainer. Learned English, started doing it online. And kind of on and off, I would like, for Nina, for example, I was like, helped her as a sparring partner. So I would still be around boxing and try to work on my technique and improve and change certain things even after retiring. And since last year, I literally made decision to, you know, start training seriously, get to that state to be ready. And then, you know what, just try, why not? And here I am. My debut is going to be on 21st of June. Important part that I always forget. And that's actually how this channel started. I actually started this channel from sprinting. I started track and field training from zero to accomplish the goal, run 100 meters in 12 seconds. And I never got to it that way because then we moved to Southeast Asia, but then it transformed directly to boxing. And let me tell you, those few months, 8 to 10 months of sprint training, improved my footwork, improved my power. And then I realized, okay, a lot of things are correlated, and yeah, then continue. I've done some of the sprint training in this period too, and I intend to add more. The sprinting in general are great for it.
Have you had a street fight?
No, I'm a lady. I don't fight.
No, you punched some dude in the face.
Yeah, but
School.
it was in school. It was a school fight.
Yeah, okay, it's a school fight, but that's not in the street.
And it was again. She tried to harass me, and I did what I instinctively was born to do. That's why I ended up in boxing.
So this is now the punchline for the joke. Men become doctors,
Yeah, I see.
lawyers, and actors. Women become female doctors, female lawyers, and female actors.
Yeah, that's funny.
When is your fight?
21st of June. And hold up. Oh, thank you. Peter, again, thank you for super chat. Fighters start in early childhood. It starts with passion and encouragement. That all starts before a fight. It's a very, very good words. Well, now remembering some of my childhood episodes, I definitely wanted to be stronger, but I don't think I was, like, my sister was more of someone who would pick a fight than me. You know, there are some kids that are just like all over picking up the fights or never refuse to fight. I wasn't that exactly, but to me it was more like I didn't want to be weak, and I was embarrassed if I was too soft. And I was softer than other kids. I was more emotional when I was very little. I just didn't like it. I was embarrassed of it, and then for me it started from that motivation to become a stronger, more resilient version of myself. I guess it's worked. Peter making goat noises. You eat the whole moon, lady. Guess that's a compliment. Can UFC fighting rematch with their opponents? Oh, okay, of course. They do rematches, but it depends on the circumstances too. If the fight was too close, they do the rematch. But in this case, for example, with Hamzat, it's not going to be a rematch.
Depends on how much Dana likes you. If
That's
you Cyril
true.
Gain, he'll give you unlimited title chances. What is it? 4, 5, 6 chances he got now?
But it's also in the heavyweight. I think he was. Didn't he has a title shot? Actually, a UFC belt in the light heavyweight or in the middleweight. Double check that, because like I think I saw it
No, but
somewhere.
anyway, like he's had that many chances.
Yeah.
But that's because the heavyweight division is empty essentially.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you have Pereira, who went up to save the heavyweight division. You have Josh Hockett out of nowhere, just pissing off everyone and picking fights. Was like Tapur, and yeah, you have you have Cyril Gunn, and you have Volkov, who is barely fighting. Like the guy is giant, and he does like I don't know what's wrong with. Like I didn't like that fight at all. Yeah, so heavyweight is not at the best right now. 21st of June, first day of summer. Is it? Yeah. Yeah, I'm also fluent in Japanese. I like it. Yap, Japanese. Or maybe you meant to say Japanese, but Stormtrooper, I'll steal that one. 100 meters in 12 insane in that. Well, the best was 13.45 that I did. That was my best time, but it was without the spikes. I have spikes now, but I never practiced much with my spikes. I think I will still get to that goal when I get better environment for track and field training and integrate it for my boxing training. A good athlete can run 12 seconds, both men and women. For women it's harder, but in sprinting actually women are not that far behind from like okay, Usain Bolt is like it's 9 point something the world record. The female is 10 point something. So women run sub 11 seconds. And 12 seconds is like it should be possible for a good athletic woman to who trains track and field even for her sport. It should be possible. Dana, not Diana. Cyril Gunn is overrated. Chris knows what he's talking about. I agree, absolutely. It's also, but like again, heavyweight situation you had some like really good one, like good fighters, and Cyril Gunn is also the one who kind of like also looks like a fit heavyweight because if you look at a lot of other heavyweights, they don't look fit, they look fat. A lot of them are just because they are not able to make their weight classes. Like it almost feels for that reason.
Yeah, there's very few natural heavyweights that.
Yeah, you have Volkov. Okay, Pereira can pull it.
Well,
Oh, yeah, go ahead,
So
sorry.
there's very few natural heavyweights that are ripped, that are at a lower body fat percentage, large percentage.
And the size is significantly bigger too.
Well, like when I was walking around at what 260, it's if you're gonna do that and have low body fat percentage, you have to be on steroids and stuff. So like, yeah, when I was that big, it's still a lot of fat and stuff.
Peter is a cool man. Yes, Peter is unfortunate with Aspinall. Yeah, I absolutely didn't judge him because what people did expect him on his first title defense, getting double eye poked and literally not be. Even if his retina was fine, he would just lose. How many cases you know after an eye poke, a person winning the fight, whether it's the champion defending their title or the contender, and barely anything. I think almost 100% of the cases are the loss. So it was inevitable loss, and well, people who would judge him still in the situation for whatever decision he would make. But I don't understand why that's not enough punishment or resentment for like Cyril Gunn having his hands open, wide open in that case. Like
No, yeah, that should be, you should get penalized for it very heavily, and if you keep doing it, fucking like really fuck with them, but they can't do that because Dana's favorite pet does it all the time. Johnny Jones. So, yeah.
Buffalo is the state. I thought Buffalo are the wings. Yeah, no, I agree. You're right. A lot of Americans.
But it was like that years and years and years ago, like in boxing, right before Tyson, the boxing heavyweight division was almost completely dead. Nobody was interested. And then Tyson came back and made it spectacular and cool again.
Mm.
And I hope that with Pereira now, if Pereira does like a long run at heavyweight and just demolishes everyone, that's how the games get better, because then other people are going to see, okay, this guy is not pushing the limits, so people are going to get more interested in getting to that same level of intense. No, I gotta stop.
It's a very good point. I'm slow at running as I'm as lost is faster than me. That's funny, Skibidi. Do you think Paulo Costa is a cheater? I maybe missed that one. What is like what why you were saying that specifically? Are you B? You are B. You have literally B in your nickname. Academy Awards banned AI in the movies. I hope Carrie does. Yeah, let's see. AI definitely taking over everything it can, but not in the best quality. I mean, let me tell you that. Like we use AIs for a lot of things, but it's still not at that level as it's some people think it is. That's what I leave with. Wash this underwear and then he throws it to my face. Ahmed says, go wash the dishes, don't talk too much here. Yes, I should go and wash my husband's already clean underwear.
No, no more accents. Talk like a normal person.
Okay. I just thought that's how Ahmed would sound.
Chris looks pretty when he's sleeping. He doesn't
Subscribe,
know.
thank you.
He doesn't know. Diana put the live stream on him and we can comment that he's snoring. Yeah. It's fine.
America is waking up. It's 11:30 a.m. on the East Coast. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. New Zealand. Well, the New Zealand, I think it's already late. Hi, Morgan. Well, we have now. We don't have a duo now. We have a trio. Peter, BMCK, and Chris. Close Jerry Springer. I saw that. I saw that. You read that, but I read it again. Chris looks pretty when he's sleeping. He doesn't know Diana put the live stream on him when we comment that he's snoring. They got me. Why did you have to say that? Bros code. Oh, let's Diana. Okay, let's come on in. I'm gonna go back to bathroom and you can take over for a little bit, okay?
Take the stream into the toilet with
They
you.
don't want you.
That's
They
what
want you.
give the fans what they want, baby.
They want
want
you,
to go
baby.
to the toilet.
Go shower your face into camera.
No. Come here, big boy. No, I'm shy. I'm sitting in the corner being shy. Chris, what is this? Okay, so who wants me to surprise Diana in the toilet with the live stream? Or who wants me to just talk to you people here? Oh, this is so fun. Okay, she came back too quickly, but I was actually gonna try to have a poll to see if I should sit here and talk to people or if I should surprise you in the toilet with the live stream. Actually, I have some pictures of Diana on the toilet that I've already taken. Hold on. Hold on, I can show them now.
I mean, I don't know what to say. More boxers, let's say, Anna. Okay, here we go.
Girl poops are very, very gross.
Acts normal. You never act normal. Don't bullshit us. Diana says when he said that. Because that is, how do I explain it? It is, I would probably be embarrassed but proud of that picture at the same time. It's such a cool picture. It's like a cool meme. That picture would become a meme. Forget all the other memes from 2008 and 9. Like, it would become a meme. I look like a raccoon. My hair is like raccoon. I have the mask with the ears. I'm in the blanket sitting on toilet. Oh, it was no, that's not that one.
I'm trying to find things here, woman. Come on.
In Das Germany, we take Das kids. I imagine being like the hack to a girl. Imagine trying
That
to.
one? No.
Similar. No, there's other one. It was literally like I was sitting in with a wrapped up blanket and. Keep looking.
Don't tell me what to do, woman.
Well, anyways. FYI, Diana was born in this century and Chris was born in the Dino Age. Or Chris would probably say he was born in the good times and I'm from the future. Just depends how you look at it. So much fun we're having, huh? He said that one. It's like after 4 years, it's so much a compromise off on each other. It's just you just gotta be nice to each other. There's just so many things in the phones. Oh, you can show this one actually. It's fine. Okay, so what happened? He just put the plastic back on my head while I was cooking, and it's while I have braces still.
Yeah, okay, and when it comes to Diana, cooking is very much like so this. What's the cooking?
I need to stop. Whatever, scraping food for you. It's not cooking. The audacity. Yeah, that was not raccoon, but there are a lot of other pictures.
Where is Myanmar? Africa? No, Myanmar is in the Golden Triangle here in Southeast Asia here. It's where all the good heroin is from.
Yeah, it's part of the Golden Triangle. Or as they like to call white people, Bermuda Triangle.
Okay, and now someone is spamming very, very hard.
Love from Georgia. Okay, yes, Shiva, you're probably Indian in the Georgia. Anyways, no disrespect, but please don't spam, because we will have to time you out. We don't do that in the chat. Okay?
Talk to them in Georgian though.
It's Shiva, baby. It's probably Indian who in the Georgia. We have a lot of Indians medical students. Then immediately stops cooking for her after she gets captured. Well, it's funny when I get captured on the things. I'm like. Okay, now he's not spamming anymore. You see, you don't have to. Oh, gamarjo, but you don't have to. Rogurhat. Kargat. Koin rogurhat. Met საქართველოდან ვარ.
You a medical student?
Not me. But the Indians in Georgia, any Indian you meet in Georgia are usually a medical students. I genuinely never met an Indian in Georgia who is not a medical student. Oh my god. How long we've been live streaming? A couple hours at least, yeah?
Let's see how.
Free candy. Oh my god.
Where do you live? You in Georgia now? Shiva asks.
No, we're in Vietnam, not Trang. But I was born and raised in Georgia. I'm from Georgia,
From Tbilisi.
from Tbilisi. You're in
Um,
Tbilisi. Are you a medical student? Was I correct? Don't stop live streaming. I'm not bored yet. Well, there is a whole day ahead of you. You can never get bored of Chris. Maybe bored of me, but never get bored of Chris. And he doesn't even have to be in the camera. I have to do all the hard work, like literally sit and try to entertain you with my useless acting skills. Chris can just throw and his underwear at me, and it's just gonna make you laugh. Diach. Yes, he says he's a medical student in Georgian. Hello, my name is John Smith. True, Chris is awesome. Of course. I love Khachapuri. Well, fair enough. Khachapuri, not my favorite, except my grandma's. Grandma's Khachapuri is great. I'm a John Wick. You look 21. Hi. I am 26.
See, BMCK, more wisdom.
Chris looks 21. She looks 26. Ouch. Or it's just my eye getting tired.
Diana has all the talent and Chris has all the looks. Yes,
I hope our kids inherit both.
I have pretty privilege.
You look like just like my sister. Okay. What are you doing? Oh, it was meant to be Q&A live stream, and well, it responded to a lot of questions, especially regarding Boxing Pro debut and all that kind of stuff. But right now, it's just a circus. Circus, Afro circus, Afro circus. Chris is a trophy husband.
I am.
Oh yes, he is. My little hairy, smelly trophy husband. And he loves it. He loves when I call that, because it's no matter how much it stinks, I'm okay with it. Because we're the boxers. It's Georgian, and you nakwamdis namaze gogo. Goodbye, beautiful girl. She said he's smelly. That's not news. I'm surprised how you didn't even notice that from the screen yet. You're stunning. OMG. Mom! Oh my god. Little hairy is the key word. You married? I think I sound like I'm married, yeah. Please speak in another language.
All that, also like the smelling thing, that's very, very important, guys. Like,
Listen.
right from the start, you should fart in bed with them. You should have no, and you should come and be all smelly and all kinds of stuff. No, but like genuinely, if they don't like your smells, they're not genuinely attracted to you. Then they want you for something else. If they
But you were smelling
If-
like a cancer in the beginning. Like I wasn't necessarily attracted to it, but I was attracted to your other qualities. But then you
Okay,
get
but
used
let
to it.
me finish the sentence every now and then I'll be happy. The whole point is like, at least my philosophy on this is like, I like to be stinky sometimes, and I don't like to be in a situation where I'm gonna have somebody
I had
nag
to
me. But
force him into the shower in Southeast Asia. That joke. I love the way he said, I like to be stinky sometimes.
yeah,
But that's the thing. Yeah, I force him to shower sometimes. Sometimes he does it himself before going out in the world before interacting with other people. But with each other, we're fine. My little stinky thing. Shh, a man is talking. Where are you originally from? Have you ever been to Turkey before? I'm from Georgia, so it's neighboring country. Yes, I've been in Turkey. I've been in, Istanbul more like airport, but also I've been in Cappadocia when I was a kid. So location, I'm gonna make a boxing fight. Weight is 80 kg. Well, this is Saigon Trigger Boxing promotion under the Vietnamese Professional Boxing Federation. It seems to be good. It's a relatively new promotion, but they're working in the compliance with all the international laws, and it's gonna be first time for me as well. She bullies him now. Sometimes I get that luxury that I can bully him back. Usually I get bullied. Chris is from his mother and Diana from her mother. Okay, now you're bullying me too much, all of you.
I'll go bar.
Meh. Uh, can I get shout out, please? Please, okay, Rajesh, shout out to you. I like, David says, I like to host you and your family in Istanbul. Well, maybe one day. We are still here in Southeast Asia. Maybe when we travel back to Georgia, maybe. Can I start? Boxing at 34, feels too old. Well, you can, definitely. And you can do it on good level for yourself, train, learn how to spar, and to meet a great community. But at the same time, well, we know fighter Paul Reed, for example, who started his professional, not boxing, but MMA career when he was 35 years old. So I wouldn't say it's late. It's uncommon, but even competing is not too late. Depending, obviously, how good you progress. You have pretty wonderful footwork, man. Any tips? I can dance, but sometimes I can't make the rhythm. Well, it's all about actual rhythm is more important. And the good you can dance, that means you have plasticity. But rhythm is something you can do. You can play up the rhythm with minimal effort or minimal movement, and that's how it works in boxing. It translates in boxing. You just learn how to do the rhythm, and you just need to practice. You literally need to do the counts and do, like, for example, when you do jab, cross, jab, jab, for example, like 1 2 1 2 again, like you can start counting and you add up some steps and footwork to it. And I would recommend to start from the steps. You can do balancing and like shuttling and pivoting, but that is more like further down the line to do it efficiently. I would recommend to start just from steps and put it into the count and just do it in your own pace and it'll get better. Music helps too. If you can have a music and you don't try to dance, but you just try to do those steps and follow that rhythm, that can be helpful too. Namaste. I don't bully strangers. That's cruelty. Fair enough. Fair enough. Do I train at the Tiger Muay Thai? I mean, you can try. I never trained in Tiger Muay Thai, but it's known for. Some MMA fighters, some UFC fighters train there in Thailand.
The only thing I would say about Thai, Thai Muay Thai in general, and a lot of sports do this. They just train too much. They overtrain almost all the time.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's-
the good side of the Muay Thai is their sparring culture is light.
Yeah,
That's a good
but
one.
the amount of work they put in,
Yeah.
it's impossible to recover for that. And you see the what happens with
Yeah.
the
Almost 200 likes. Yes. Yay. I bully only loud ones. Yeah. No, that's fair. Same excuse goes for Chris and same excuses. But yeah, no, you gotta bully right people. Amen. Bully men that wear pink boxers. Well, they're too handsome to be bullied. What works more? You are reading something. Just let me read this one.
No, I was gonna read that one.
Okay, you can read it out then.
What works more better for endurance and stamina, running or just sparring more? What I'm working on, I'm just gonna use
You
myself
go share
as an
yours
example.
first, yeah.
So what I'm doing these days now is I'm doing
You're welcome.
low impact, meaning I go on stationary bikes, seating bikes, and that kind of stuff.
No, I just showing you.
And in between that, I go heavy on the bag. I do heavy weights and that kind of stuff, and I train for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Try to burn about 1,000 calories, but keeping in that 80% zone. So 80% you keep in zone 2. Zone 2 is very simple. It's just where you should be able to have a conversation where
Yeah, cut
at the
off
same-
sentences.
Yeah, so you can talk at the same time. Then with 15% of like much higher range, so you're in zone 2, 3, up to 4, and then 5% is like flat out. The running and boxing has always been done, but it's not the smartest way to go about it because it's so much stress on joints and on the body as a whole. If you can do it the way that I'm mentioning now, like my heart rate, now is my resting heart rate is 46, 47 when I wake up in the morning, and I can do those 1,000 calorie training sessions 5-6 times a week, and I couldn't if I was doing it running and putting stress on my joints and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, no, it's pretty
And,
much
no,
can't
you're also saying sparring versus like keep it in that zone 2.
yeah.
But also lots of sparring is good.
Yeah, let me respond to that one when it comes to sparring. Just running doesn't really give you stamina. If you run, then you need to do it smart. The interval sprints are the best if you put it in the running context. The running too many distances, there is no point. It's better to use a stationary bike for a lower joint impact, like Chris said. You already said about 80% versus the rest of the impact that zone 2 has to be majority, and those intervals has to be per week. Like on the not that many, so you don't do it every day. You actually do it maybe once or twice a week. But when it comes to sparring, you just translate. You learn how to translate it. In the sparring, you have the situation where you need to pace moderately.
Okay, it's celebration time. 200.
200. But
I definitely sound Vietnamese, is absolutely right.
yeah. But anyways, yeah, that's the. And then in the sparrings, you have outbursts, right? You're gonna explode when you throw a punch or a combo, and that's the thing. It's pretty much the same. Those patterns that you train like separately, you try to translate into in the sparring. And one part of the sparring is not only like do the timing and focus on catching your opponent on the points and set up good combos, but also pace it properly. So that's one thing you try to learn, uh, how to recover during the round and all that kind of stuff. So I would say sparring work is important if you do it correctly too. I'm from Georgia. Chris cameraman did live in the USA briefly. They love in Vietnam. Yeah, we love in Vietnam. We love everyone from Vietnam because it's just easy to love everyone from Vietnam. Uh,
It's also where she's doing her professional boxing debut in next month.
was due to respect. Okay, the dating advice from introvert to introvert girl. Well, introvert to introvert is not a very bad combination because it's harder to approach girl who is all popular and extroverted. If she's like a little nerd and you have a common interests and stuff, might be easier. But even as an introvert guy, you can be introvert but still be masculine in the sense of just you know not everyone has to be loud. Actually, introvert girls are scared a little sometimes of the loud or like very aggressive men, but quite confidence and manhood and masculinity is important. So pure love is good. Nothing, it's beautiful when men can love with a pure love and heart. And but
Blah,
again,
blah, 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 blah.
but again, no. But let me make the point. But it doesn't work when you try to catch up the girl. It works when you have a family, good wife, kids, and then it's like.
Okay, look at it like this. Sorry, I'm gonna be a little bit blunt about
Yeah, no,
this,
go
because
ahead,
you
like, I
shouldn't
was
listen to women, like, don't. You talk to the fisherman how to catch fish. You don't talk to the fish about how to
I
catch
made a
fish.
good introduction for you, so go
No,
ahead.
but genuinely, it's like, first of all, you need to
I need
look.
to charge the phone.
You need to look at yourself first.
Second.
It's like, would you date yourself if you were a girl? You have to make yourself attractive and smart and funny and all those kind of things. And okay, yeah, some of those things can be.
Have you seen the? Sorry for interrupting. Have you seen the charging block?
It's in my gym bag. But yeah, just make yourself someone that you would like to date yourself and like start there. Don't think about tricks and how to approach and talk and all that kind of stuff. It's like if you're good looking or if you take care of yourself, if you carry yourself right, if you do good fun things, people are gonna want to be around you. So there's no trick. It's just about being a person that has qualities that people want to be with.
That's correct, but at the same time, approaching is the part of the mating, right? So, and usually, a guy has to approach. So I would just say, Chris says everything correctly. If there is something that you're doubting, and it's weird because like it depends what age you are. Sometimes you're friends and actually she also has a crush on you and it might be different. But sometimes she doesn't have no feelings whatsoever just because you are not exactly the man she wants to be with, and you are not the man you would be with if you were a girl. So it really depends. But I believe that it's the best thing is actually to try in this case. And the worst case, okay, you don't get what you want. Your heart is broken. It's okay. Getting over a person who rejects you straight away, and then focusing on yourself, keep growing, keep getting better, and then meeting someone else you like and trying again is easier than being heartbroken actually after years of relationship and betrayal or something like that, right? So you're not really losing much in this
Yeah,
case.
and also like it's Skibidi Slider says, right? Millions of fish in the sea. Yeah, like there's what
Yes.
4 point something billion women in the world, and only one of them is your mom. So like, there's
Okay,
a lot of options.
the quite of them are children underage. Anyways, yeah, but you got the point, right? There are millions, you know, the fish is like a million fish in the sea is the good saying. The German sentence sounds the way that I don't want to read it out loud. OMG, it's 12:08 p.m. Diana, and Chris made this time to go by really. Bye bye. Okay, well, thank you. It was a blast. Like, I love having you and BMCK, and yeah, it's just super fun.
Yeah, man, always good to have you in the chat, Peter. Hope you have a great day, sleep,
Yeah,
whatever your plans are.
das ist
Um,
Chris.
I,
Gut.
I also think it's. Hold on, let's see here. We have some friends from India we were going to talk to in.
Very soon, yeah?
Yeah, they said 8:30 their time.
So I think coming. We said 11, it's 11, yeah? I think that's the time. Well, guys, thank you very much. You're out at 2, so okay, if you guys are out, we gotta go out too. Love you both. Aww, aww. I love you too. Babe. BMCK says he loves us.
I like you too, BMCK, but I feel we need to see other people also.
Yeah. Bikini Bottom. Well, enjoy Skibidi. We're gonna be awesome. Peter also says love you both, and BFCK is awesome. Oh, so much gay love. Anyways, guys, yeah, so super cool life. I mean, super fun. Thanks. Well, one more like. Come on, 200. Let's get 200.
You're already at 200.
Okay. Then my thing is behind, I guess.
Toodles.
Toodles. Mom. Oh, I always remember the Pete and Steven says like, "You never loved me, Mom." It's like the modern rap era. Anyways, guys,
Okay, have a great one, guys.
have a great one. See you in the next one. Ciao.